Hey YouTube, hey Twitch. Game should come on in 3, 2, there it is, 1. Oh, some little bit of feedback here. What's going on, everyone? What's up, Nico? Let me just I just started the game, so let everything kind of load in here. Oh, I'll give you guys some sound as well. That should be okay. Let me know if the sound is good, chat. Sorry again. I'm like 1 for 20 and getting a proper stream start. Okay. What's up, Nico? Weird tokenish figure. What's up? I'm here another shift at work. Welcome. Awesome. Thanks for joining from work. Sunday at the casino, kind of dead. A funny thing, I've just been holy smokes, Crimson Riots. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. 7 months, Crimson Riots. Well, 7 months, Crimson Riots has been a Prime sub on Twitch. Thank you so much, Crimson Riots. You are awesome. Really appreciate your dedication and your support for being here. I just started using a gambling app because so I have like $30 that I've had in this app for the longest time, and I thought, well, let's see what happens. So I turned it into $90 now, playing Crazy Times. Crazy Time and Blackjack. So I've been really lucky. I probably should not do it too much longer, but thanks for joining me from work. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Gamblers want to lose their money at Sunday. This is because of this. Oh, don't forget, it's also UFC tonight. So maybe people will be at the bar or something. I don't know. It's kind of late, isn't it? Yeah, UFC. Insomnia, I'm lost and just randomly got here. Well, this is a great place to get lost. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Fitz, damn, I got here exactly on time. Forgot that there would be a stream today. Welcome, Fitz. That's all right. I'm glad you are here. By the way, I'm gonna take a sip of Esca for Crimson Riot sub. Thank you so much once again. Let's start off the day with I got 3 packs of Esca from Costco yesterday, so I'm fully stocked for the next month of streaming. Just got on time to get lost, so found the right way. All good. Thank you for the sound check. Appreciate that. So we can find a way to mine the background. Yeah. So okay. So there's in the dig command. Just in case you don't know, in the dig command, if you just click natural back wall, you'll mine the back wall. Okay. So I do like the back wall. I really enjoy having it, but I also like this dynamic. I always want to reveal the dynamic artwork in the back. Oh, by the way, we are a little bit lacking on oxygen, so I have to like pay attention pretty soon here. That's why I have it on slow, just so I can catch up with the chat before I start making big decisions here. I also don't mind this background art. It's pretty okay. It does sort of fade into the standard nothingness after you get out of the starting biome, though. So it's a good compromise. All right, it's a good compromise. I'm gonna be building a lot of back wall anyways for decor, and like this is my Great Hall. I moved the Great Hall. I did some things off stream, so I'll go over what that is in just a second. So Ethan's becoming a gambler. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the rush from getting a couple wins. I got 100x, and I got another 100x, but I was only betting dimes, so. I was only betting 10 cents at a time. So imagine if I was betting like $1 on 100x or like a 10. So it was on Cash Hunt. Both of them were on Cash Hunt, which is insanely rare. There was only one 100 and another 100 on the board on 2 different games. No, it's Crazy Time. Crazy Time, not slots. So and then Cash Hunt is like you have like the 1x, 2x, 5x, and 10x like the wheel. And then there's 4 game shows. So there's game shows are Cash Hunt, Crazy Time, Palenko, and a Coin Flip. And on Cash Hunt is like there's a bunch of multipliers on the board, and they all get hidden behind like animals or something. Like it's like Duck Hunt, right, basically. And then you try to pick the highest multiplier. But it's all random. So I got the hundreds twice in a row, which is amazing because I was only betting 10 cents, so I made $10. I wish I was betting more, but I'm not a gambler, so I don't like losing. Like, it was free money, basically. I mean, it's not really free. It just happened to be there when I didn't want to withdraw it. So anyways, I turned it into 90. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Is that here at the casino? And we have a sports book that's usually busy. Oh, well, maybe, I don't know. It's is there any soccer games? Oh, sorry, football games playing? Maybe another soul lost to gambling. Sorry, I'm not trying to promote gambling. Like I said, I'm not a gambler. I just wanted to see what would happen, and it was kind of fun. Like I said, I tripled the initial starting balance. I'm gonna probably stop there because I have a mortgage. So that's all there is to it. One day you'll come on and it'll be Ethan gambling stream. I guess the back wall gives more materials for bases. Yeah, so it does. I don't know exactly how much it gets you more, but if you like hover over it, it's like 500 kilograms for each pile of back wall, and it's I guess it depends on the material as well, but you know that can be way more or way less with the regular materials that you mine out. So there's a lot of extra material there. Then again, it's the back wall doesn't appear everywhere. Like, it only appears as far as to my knowledge, mostly in the new biomes. I guess it's a little bit here too, but I don't know if this is a new biome. But you see, if you look at the ocean biome, the old style biomes, they don't have, or even the forest biome, I think this forest, they don't have a back wall, right? So I think it's maybe a little bit extra, but maybe it was just to kind of help you get a good start without forcing you to rely on, you know, going too far from your. It's probably some sort of balancing thing. Hey, what's up? Let's see if I can not butcher this fully. Akalia Lee. I think if I just call you Leah, that you'll be okay with that, right? What's up, Leah? Finally catching a stream. I'm from Germany, 2 a.m. here. Holy smokes, that's Germany. Thank you so much for 7-1 win, right? For Germany today. I saw that, I think. I think it was 7-1, right? Big win. So congratulations. Is Oni fully now utilize the core and multi-thread? Last time I played was very laggy after 1K. Okay, so I don't know the technicals, the specifics, but okay, so right now I'm running on a 9800 X3D. And I'm getting, like, if I'm at regular zoom in rate, which is usually what you like without the mod, I'm getting 150 FPS, and if I'm way out here, which is usually not usually not normal, I'm getting 70. So just to give you an idea of where it is. So yeah, it's not, I don't know if it's utilizing or what it's not utilizing or whatever. They did improve pathing in November, so pathing is supposed to be more efficient, which I assume was in preparation for the new fish DLC. By the way, I really need some more fish here. So the fish are starting to run low. We are on fully sustainable. Okay, sorry, before I continue with the chapter too long, so if you guys are just joining, welcome. I'm just going to give you a rundown because I want people who are like watching the VODs and stuff to just know what I did off stream, and I'll give you guys a rundown as well. You can see I already prepped a whole bunch of things to build while I'm talking, because I usually talk a lot before I actually start making decisions, so I just have my duplicants building some infrastructure. Okay, so off stream I kind of did a couple things just to more thinking, like where I wanted to place certain things, and as you can see, I'm really low on oxygen now because I've taken away the fluke corals that were here. I planted some tower kelps, so I want to start domesticating the ore hulls. And these are really good because they give you, you can shear these for iron ore. They also make polluted dirt, which these things need. However, I'm using the mod to build a natural tile, and I use the pips to plant them manually, just so I don't have to sustain them fully on my own for now. Because if I did have to do that, then obviously I wouldn't have a lot of polluted water. Sorry, polluted dirt. I have lots of polluted water, but I think polluted dirt is a little bit low. I am making polluted dirt with, oh, it's actually, okay, never mind. Oops, that's the wrong one. Yeah, so it's only 3,000 kilograms. So not sure how long that would last me if I'm using 3,000 for each one. But so anyways, they're not domesticated for now. I can just pop in a few domesticated ones just to kind of grow them faster. In fact, I think I will do that at some point. I'll just put them in between. And I also made a little arbor tree farm. So I just got all the arbor tree seeds from around the new area here. Just put them inside here, let the pips plant them so we can sustain ourselves with dirt. They're also not domesticated as of yet. I don't want to have to rely on too many different materials right away at this stage of the game. Like, we're only 130 cycles in, but I play kind of slow. So for me, that's a little bit, it's still really early. I'm trying to go for, okay, well, before I get that, I moved the kitchen over here. So now I'm sending we had the beacon set up last stream, because I did play a couple cycles, I think 10 or 15 or so cycles. The beacons have now started to die here, and because of the old age. And now I'm sending all of my fish fillets into my kitchen. So that's being cooked right away. Eventually, I'll be turning this into sushi roll, so I won't even need the grill. But yeah, sushi roll is the end goal, and I want to put a freezer here so I'm not spoiling the sushi roll, because it takes a lot to make the sushi roll. I don't want to spoil it if I'm taking all that effort to make something like that. I also made a great hall here, which is going to be my banquet hall eventually. Right now, it's still a great hall. I have to just put some backing on it, so once they're done, but that's not really priority, right? It's only a +1 morale. All this stuff is way more important. I'll explain that in just a second. Then I moved my slogos up here. So basically, a lot of critter replacements. I did a lot of cleaning. You can see a lot of the clutter is gone as well. They're all down here. So I did a lot of stuff that I thought would just be really kind of boring and not very interesting. And I saved all the big things for the stream. But like I said, I think it was like 10 to 15 cycles, maybe, I don't know, maybe 20. Sometimes I get lost and I just play. But I try not to do anything substantial because I do want to do the fun things on stream. So if I fail at something, at least you guys can see that and it's funny or something. Also learning experience for people who are new. So that's that. Now what I'm building here, what I plan to finish this stream at minimum, is to get the metal refinery online. I hate using the rock crusher for metals because it's a 50% exchange ratio, which is okay. It's not that big of a deal, but I'd rather, like, this is, for example, gold amalgam, 100 kilograms to 50, and same with everything else. So I'd rather not use the rock crusher if I can help it, especially for my initial sources of iron ore, because I have a finite amount until I start harvesting them from the ore holes. Okay, so I want to use the metal refinery so I can get steel, because steel will allow me to get the cobalt volcano tamed. It will also allow me to, there's a couple of volcanoes and geysers that we have that would make steel really, really helpful. So I think we've gotten to most of them. Yeah, this one is, what is this one? Gold volcano. So that would be really, really helpful. There's one down here, which I haven't seen. It's probably infectious polluted oxygen. So that's a really good one if we need oxygen in the future. We have cool salt slush geyser. Nice. I kind of don't like the salt, but it's at least it's a source of water that can replenish everything else that's here. And we have a minor volcano. So anyway, steel can be used for all that stuff. I think there's one more. Yeah, one more here. Let's see what that is. And a hot polluted oxygen mat. Okay, so lots of cool stuff. Lots of very viable things. But that's where we're at. We're trying to get metal refineries, which I will. And of course, I'm improving my power grid because metal refineries take a lot of power. I don't want to have to run conductive wire everywhere, making inefficient sources of refined metal. Okay, so that's that. I'm letting my duplicates work on this, and I'll catch up with the chat really quick here, and then I'll start reallocating the water here so I can get some more corals online, because as you can see, we are a little bit low. So I've pre-built a couple of these things here, kind of like that. I want to be using pearls for this because diamonds are quite more important than pearls, I think, for various different things. Pearls are very renewable as well, since I have clam pumps. I destroyed my clam pumps from here, so because this pool is getting very small, but I'll replant them in this area. Okay, so that's what's going on. I can probably go on fast speed now. Food looks good. Like I said, we're on cooked seafood and basically lettuce. And the beacons are kind of giving me a scare. I'm not sure why. Not sure why they're not... they're only happiness 4 for some reason. I think I might have to give them a critter condo because I think my groomer is not or I think it's Kitty Cats who's not on time to be grooming these guys. So for reproduction, for happiness, only gives them a 67% per cycle. What's it called? Egg chance. So that means that I cannot sustain my duplicants because I only have 10 critters, and they're only laying them at 2/3 of the cycle. So actually, if I make them into cooked seafood, I'd probably be pretty close. But there's also a long lead time for this because I'm waiting for them to die, right? So from old age, I could do that manually as well. I could just throw them in this pit here. That would be very evil, but you know, that's certainly an option. Okay, so while they do this, I'm gonna chat with you guys, see what's going on. You were correct, have a good time. You might be falling asleep while Ethan is talking. I do tend to talk for a long, just don't, for a long time sometimes. Just don't punch a wall when you lose like Bossman Jack. I've heard of Bossman Jack. It's not, that's not the kind of person that I aspire to be. He has a very nice voice. I recently found him. Oh, thank you so much, Leah. Appreciate that. That's nice to hear. I think the back wall should be destroyable, not to give any resources, since it's not a big deal. It's okay. I mean, yeah, I don't mind the back. I kind of wish I could build more back walls that have more of a rugged appearance, because I would want to keep like the dirt back wall. You know, it just looks so cool, and I like the variation of different patterns. Like you get a little bit of dirt, a little bit of algae, and then over here you have the salt. So it just kind of makes the game look a little better. And I really hope that there's options for, I don't know, maybe adding more back walls in the future. Okay, so power. We have duplicants idle, so I guess they're almost done. Let's deconstruct this, since we have all the big power wire up now, and then yeah, then we'll let's see. I'm pretty close to Boston. Is that where it is? Oh, sorry, I'm not sure what that's in reference to. There was a few patches, I think. First time I won't need to watch a full VOD until I fall asleep. I'm so happy that you watch the VODs, Leah. Thank you so much for being so supportive. I guess I'll take the salt water. I don't really want either duplicate right now. I'm glad I'm like an ASMR. People are coming here to fall asleep. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? See, yeah, so it might still be single core bound. Like I said, I'm not sure about the depths of what like how the game runs, right? I'm not, so I apologize for not having the proper info on that. Let's keep digging this stuff out as well. That was a ton of beacon fish. Now, yeah, there's a ton. I'm not sure how much there's in here. I wish I added a critter sensor, but that's okay because I can just add a critter sensor once I open this area. Oh, I should put this in before I open the pool. I never made a banquet hall. Are an ornament and artifact the same thing? Well, let's try it out. As soon as I build it, I don't know the distinction between the two. I know that once you make the shelf, you can pretty much add you can add a whole bunch of stuff, even like water, a jug of water. So we'll see. We'll see if it works with anything. Never tried smooth hatches. Smooth hatches are pretty good. They convert at a 3/4 ratio, so they're better than the rock crusher, and they provide barbecue meat as well. So it's basically a free way, and it's a power-free way to convert your metals. So it's not bad. I've used them before I've used them on my last big playthrough. Whether I don't know if I would use them again. They're like just the hassle of, like, the thing is, if you're using smooth hatches, you're likely going to be using them at the same time for meat production. And then as soon as you start to run low on meat, then it's like, okay, you have to replace your smooth hatches. It's and then you have to go through that whole transition. That's kind of the worst part, is you might be low on meat for some time if if you're relying on meat for your hatchers. Oh, nice. We got the insulated airlock door as well. It's a new addition, I think. In my last run, I did it the other way around. Metal refinery first, and I forgot about rock crusher and lime and wondered why I couldn't produce steel. That happens sometimes. Hey, what's up, Kevin Brown? Coming in clutch with these streams. Awesome. Glad to hear, Kevin. Nice to see you here. Happened to me today. A few hundred hours still won't save me. Let's see. Nice timing. Just woke up. Hey, what's up, Vitaly? Nice to see you. Good morning to you. Did you guys know if there's any way of getting lime without using the rock crusher? Yes, the beacons. The beacons make you lime. When the beacons eat, they produce lime. Hey, what's up, Towering Ben? Towering Ben asks, how was your day, Ethan? I'm doing very well. Happy Sunday, Towering Ben. Welcome to the stream. What's up, Speedy? Is all your power coming from the new geysers? Yes, it is. All the new geysers are providing all of the power. Oops, not anymore because I just forgot to add that. They are surprisingly very, very good. So I would highly recommend them if you're sort of on the fence about the new geysers. I mean, okay, sorry, you kind of have no option, right? So, but like, what I mean is, don't bother trying to get another way to produce power, because these things will be sufficient for a very long time. That's what I meant. Like, obviously, you have no choice but to use them. So, let's just run a power to here. Since that will need, this is going to be my coolest. So this is a temporary metal refinery location. This is kind of the stage 2. This is what I consider like the stage 2 metal refinery. Just in my head, I call it a stage 2, where it's like, so the stage 1 would be like putting it inside of your base and just having, inside of a cold biome and just having it melt the surrounding liquid. This is like stage 2, where you're dumping it back into a massive pool. So all I'm doing here is taking the water and just putting it back into the pool. And by the time this pool heats up, I'll have long relocated this. And then obviously stage 3 for me would be in an industrial steam-cooled chamber. See, what's up? Sorry, Vitaly. Oh yes, I said hi to Vitaly. How's it going, Vitaly? I just saw you say hi twice, so I saw that's your first time in. Welcome again, Vitaly. Though nice to see you as always. Working on biodupe only column. We started the 3rd time due to the patch. How's that going, Ben? So at first, as far as I can remember, they didn't have bionic duplicants with the ability to swim. Now you can make it with the research station. So I'm interested to see how, like, do they need Atmos suits to swim, or does the swimming booster give them? Who's trapped? Or does the swimming booster give them a way to swim without the need for Atmos suits? How are you trapped here? You were like, I didn't destroy anything, so can you not swim around? Like, you can swim. Oh, because of this. Okay, that's fine. So if I just open that up, you should be okay. Okay, there we go. I usually fall asleep on Echo Ridge playthroughs. I don't know if I ever slept on yours, but I do zone out here and there. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Watching streams is a great way to fall asleep, because it's kind of like, it doesn't even have to be ASMR related. It can just be listening to somebody who is like a soothing voice and constantly talking about. It's like a bedtime story. It's like an adult bedtime story, to be honest. So it's just proof of concept that bedtime stories do in fact work. So I guess I'm gonna keep digging this out as well. I'm not gonna dig these guys out. Okay, but now that I've sort of caught up to the chat, I want to start relocating the oxygen, or sorry, the water here. So this is the reason I waited, is because I don't want to mess something up by not paying attention to this. And you know how I am sometimes. Sometimes I get distracted and start zooming all over the place. So let's go ahead and we'll open this up. Open this up. Okay, like for instance, I almost forgot to put this tile back in, which would have been hilarious, I think. But I obviously, like, I just restart. I'm not I'm not trying to have a bunch of water down here that I needed up here and relocate my whole my whole beacon setup. Okay, so now we want to start opening this up as well. This should be all that we need. I think we might need that as well. I'm not sure. This can be destroyed. I don't need this stuff anymore. And I'll put some, maybe I'll put I can destroy this as well. Everything's going according to plan, which I'm really happy about. This is not ideal. I don't really want this oxygen here. It's probably not too hard to take out if I just remove these. And maybe make it into a... Yeah, it should just pop itself out, hopefully. I don't know if that works. Oh, no, it's going back into the corner. I might just push it up by building. That wouldn't be the worst. Okay, I think I do need this, so let's open this up as well. And all this. Actually, let's do that. Okay, so everything went according to plan. This is strangely exactly the amount of water that I needed here. But of course, I am destroying... I should just do this. I am destroying all of these. And I guess this I'll just build out. I'll just keep building it until it pops up. And then this is our new... This is going to be kind of our permanent water tank here. Bubbles, can you not swim? Can Bubbles not swim to get out? Oh, Bubbles can't swim. There you go. Now you can swim. Okay, sorry about that, chat. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Turning eggshells into without rock crusher. Okay, so then I don't know if you can without the rock crusher. I think, unfortunately, you have to use the rock crusher. Let's see. Yeah, it's produced by only the rock crusher and the beacons. So, yeah, there is no other way to do that, unfortunately. Okay, I need more water. More. Let's just open up all this. Get our duplicates over there, and then now we can finally start to clear out all this area as well, which is really good. Okay, and then we also have water up here, so it's not like we're going to be starving for water, but I would like this to be very, very high. Oh, we're crowded now too, actually, because I took this out, I think. So let's rebuild this. I guess this doesn't count as a wall, the hydroponic farm tile. So I need this done ASAP because I can't have my main source of food be not producing food. So let's go. Where's my dupes? I usually follow... Okay, what about vanilla with Ani? Other DLCs? Regarding lime, I don't think there's any other way because according to the thing here. Oh, they're still crowded because... Is it because I opened this door? Does this door not count as like a separate tank? Kind of interesting. Like, why would they be crowded? Well, how many fish do I have? Does it say? I have... Oh, maybe because of the water dropped? Why are they all of a sudden crowded then? I'm missing something. It's probably fairly obvious. Breath of fresh air, mood is miserable. Oh, because yeah, it's this. It's this right here. It says I have 140 beacon fries. 140 beacon fries in here. So it's because I removed this wall, which is fine. I can rebuild that. I thought just removing this or rebuilding that would fix it. There we go. Now they're happy and they're producing light. So that probably... Oh, someone's trapped again? Kitty! Just jump down! Kitty, just jump! You should definitely be able to make that. You're literally like levitating. I've seen you play this with DLC with I won't have it anytime soon. Yeah, there's as far as I know, with regards to lime, there's no other way. I have a backlog of Oni stuff to play, so that is first. It says weird token. It's such a Terra start. I will try to get to the water planet. Oh, with the biodupes, you mean? Yeah. Sorry, I just want to make sure that this is accepting squash fries. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, so that's actually a little bit easier than I suppose, because your duplicates aren't restricted early on. Because if you start on the water on the aquatic planet, you have to get to research all the way. Where is it? Let's see. Swim. Where's the swim thing? Oh, okay. It's not that far. It's only a couple research blocks away. You just need the supercomputer. Irrigation. Oh, that's not good. See, this is the kind of stuff I mess up when I I just lose track of what I'm doing, and then the Ani music always puts you to sleep. It is great. I love that. It's very relaxing. It's very relaxing for the type of game that it is. I can see Ethan tapping his fingernails against clay merch on the ASMR videos. That would be hilarious. Honestly, like I do enjoy tapping videos. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Like tapping videos, I find to be so relaxing. But I used to get like what the ASMR community calls like the tingles or whatever. I used to get those when I was in grade school, and they would check your hair for lice. You guys remember that? They would poke the little, I don't know if you guys had that, but they would poke little like little tiny, like it's almost like toothpicks, but they're very long in your hair to spread your hair and check for limes. And I would love that. I would just like, I'd be like, oh my goodness, this is the best thing ever. Can you never stop? And that was, that was maybe grade 3, I would say, grade 5, all throughout elementary school, basically. But it was, ever since then, I was like, man, I wish somebody could check my hair for lice again. I don't think it'd be the same as in school, but not the same vibe as when I was in school. But that was that's my ASMR history. Chat. Okay, let's mine out this back wall again, just because why not? Hey, Vitaly says 6K subs. Good job, sir. Thank you so much, Vitaly. Appreciate that. I just noticed it today, just before I went on stream, that finally hit 6K. 6K subs. Wow, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here and supporting. Hey, what's up, Jaws? Josh, are Starnicles actually plants or animals? So Starnicles, I believe they're plants. One of the big giveaways is that you need a wall planter box. So if we go over here, it's a wall planter box for aquatic plants from a seed. So I guess that kind of makes sense in a way. I mean, there are such thing as like, water plants, right, for aquariums. So maybe this is like what they're trying to get at. I'm not sure if starfish in real life are just kind of like stuck to something or whatever, like, because they spawn on the back wall, right? So I don't know. I'm not too sure how that would work. Put another coral here. So this will make more than enough oxygen. You can see that we are running a little bit low. We're in like the danger zone, but it's okay. We got oxygen coming. So I just need a little bit of light. Maybe we'll put, how much light do these things produce? These things produce 40. Well, I guess I can just go right here. Did I just miss something? I don't know. I'm not sure if I missed the notification. So I need to get down to one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 tiles away, they'll produce enough light. So basically, like right there. If I just give each one its own light, it's gonna be fine. So we'll do that. And then we'll give it some... I wish they could just, like, plant them on the back wall, you know? I don't think you should have to have mesh tiles in the water type thing. Okay, so then on the corals, where do I plant the corals? I guess I can plant them anywhere. Maybe... Like, I could make the tank bigger. I could just make a whole other tank. I could just make this tank its own thing of corals. But I kind of... It's in the way. I want to relocate this because I want this to come straight down. That's my ideal plan here. Hey, what's up, Zaki on Twitch? Zaki on Twitch says, I got an idea. Solar panel, rocket panels, inside beacons, waterproof panels. Not a bad idea. Be interesting design. I'm not nowhere near rocketry yet, so when as soon as we get to rocketry, we'll try some things with the beacons, I'm sure. Now I want to make I want to put an orange back wall. I don't know how that would look if it was all orange. I guess I could do multiple different colors. Although I want to turn this into a banquet hall, right? I have the. I guess I could use the specs. That looks kind of cool. Let's do the specs. Oh, by the way, we'll use granite for the more extra decor. Pretty sure I have granite somewhere. Not a lot, actually. It might. How much granite is this going to use? I mean, it's whatever, right? It's fine. Let's just get that running so I can do my back wall, my shelving. The oxygen is going to be good. Oh, the sequins here. I don't want it to eat any pearls, so I'm going to relocate this guy. I've been putting my sequins somewhere. Oh, right here. Yeah. If I just put them here, I'm okay with that because this tank has no pearls. Yeah, the links get removed here, so if you have something to share like that, it has to be in Discord. There's a copper volcano on my map and an iron volcano. Which should I get to first? Iron seems like the obvious reason. Maybe you guys have a different opinion on that. Okay, so good. Okay, excellent question. So iron ore is, yes, very important especially for steel production. However, if you look at what copper is, copper gives you a +50 to your overheat temperature. All right. So that is pretty important. It's just like gold. Versus iron does not, as far as I can remember. If it does, it actually does as well. Okay, so never mind. Scratch that. They both do the same thing. I never used iron before for the temperature ratios. I've always used gold and copper. So in that case, I would go for iron first because for steel production. Now, however, both of them are going to be very, very important because if you're using iron for steel production, you don't want to use it for building general things like power wires and such, right? You want to save that for the copper. Oh, by the way, what copper does do better, and this one I do remember. So iron has, if you go to copper here, and gold is actually even better. Copper gives you a very good decor bonus, 20%. Iron gives you nothing, and gold gives you, I think it's +50. If you go down here, yes, +50. So copper is better for building with. Iron is better for just straight up steel. I wouldn't use iron for anything like at all, unless it was for steel. Unless you absolutely needed something that you don't have other refined materials for. That kind of goes back to, like I said, I don't use iron for anything else. That's why I totally didn't even know that it had the +50 overheat rating. So there you go. So you can do either or. I would recommend doing both, but consider doing iron first so you can start having a surplus of iron ore or steel. No Esca? Yeah, I got my Esca. I got my Esca right here. I just went to Costco yesterday for I got 3 cases of Esca. Never had this in school. Yeah, so I guess it's like a Canadian thing maybe, or maybe it just depends on where you went to school. But they like to keep ahead of the lice situations in school. So I'm pretty sure for elementary, I don't know if they still do it. It might be like illegal now or something. You know how things change over time, but pretty sure that it was standard when I was in school, and now it's kind of moved on or whatever. Okay, so we have the metal refinery is ready to go. Why can't I click it? There we go. So let's run a couple. Actually, let's not infinite. Let's see how our power grid handles this, because we're connected to the power producers as far as this refinery goes, and then everything else now is tapped off with transformers. So I should probably go like this. And yeah, that's probably okay. I can always bring this one into it as well. Bring it into a full circuit. In fact, I think that's the play here. So bring this sort of like this, and kind of fix all this situation we have going on. Obviously, this is not ideal because this creates a lot of bad decor. So if you guys are wondering why your duplicants hate you, the heavy wire is minus 325 in just this square alone for decor. So it's pretty terrible. So this is not ideal to run heavy wire in visible areas of your base. That's why I put this one at the back. Get a power loop apparently. Oh, okay, yeah. So generally, I like to put this in areas where the duplicant, like outside of the base, outside of your main base, because that will make sure that duplicants where they spend most of their time, like inside your base, you know, ranching, farming, cooking, you know, stuff like that, they're not getting exposed to that. Now, granted, it's still pretty early in my game, so I'm not really concerned about like decor everywhere, but it's something that you want to be keeping in mind, because if you end up building a bunch of heavy wire through your base, you're gonna have to relocate it at some point, and it's detrimental, like right from the get-go, right? So just try to avoid building it directly where they work, and try to build it on the outskirts. Like for example, I'm not going to have duplicants over here a lot. Like someone will have to stand here, unfortunately, but for the time being, there's nothing I can really do about that unless I want to bring another transformer in, which I don't, because this is a very temporary build. So just kind of some stuff to keep an eye on. Why are we overloading this? Oh, because we're tapped in this way. So we'll just cut that. Okay, there we go. This is also going to be overloading, so that will have to be replaced. Like I said, this is all temporary anyway. We'll I just want things to be working at this point. And I guess we'll get research going as well. We'll keep going on. Well, we're gonna need data bank research pretty soon. Just get yourself a head massage thing. Well, I get massaged. I go to massage therapist occasionally, and it's not the same. I think it has something to do with like the light sticks. Leah says, just do like me and get a fiance that works in kindergarten, and you get the checkups for free. Starfish can stick to themselves on glass, so I guess that makes sense, since they do need to back. Well, yeah, I suppose so. Yep, I guess that makes sense. I don't know a lot about them, but if that's the case, then obviously Clay knows what they're doing. Shelf. I need the shelves. Someone asked earlier. I forgot exactly who. I want to say it was Fitz or Nico. I have a terrible memory, so don't mind me. Someone asked earlier about the shelving and what counts as for the bonuses. Well, we're about to find out. Also convince your cats to do the lice check with it. Okay, I love it when the cats need on me. That is amazing. So we do have some iron ore somewhere around here. Let's go to metals. We can dig it out. Let's see. Okay, sedimentary raw. Oh, minerals. There it is. So zinc, iron ore. Okay, cool. So iron ore is all over here. So we can get started on iron production before we have ore halls, which is really, really good. Let's go. I guess this is the easiest place to start. I'll just dig this down into the core a little bit more. Let's keep an eye on the temperature as well. Temperature's looking really good. So I'll just go like this and start getting some iron ore. I really want steel so I can start taming some of these volcanoes. So someone in Reddit flooded their entire central spine, causing dupes to swim so fast and using liquid locks to keep water out. It looked pretty awesome. That does sound pretty awesome. Actually, that's a really, really good idea. Now that you mention it. If I did that, I'd probably end up making a colossal... I'll take the boaters. That's kind of cool. Okay, they are going the right way. I would probably end up making a colossal mistake and and not having it work correctly and flooding my entire base. Maybe I'll get the copper because I need wires. My wiring is a total mess. Yes, so if you need wires, definitely go for copper then. And like I said, iron ore should really only be used for to stockpile for steel production, because steel can be used for anything. Okay, so there's you guys know how there's certain equipment or like buildings that you can only build with unrefined metals. Like for instance, okay, what's the plumbing is a good one. the liquid pump, you can only use gold amalgam, iron ore, aluminum ore, etc. So steel can be made with the liquid pump. So if you are, so you don't usually run out of iron ore. That's another, obvious thing to remember. But if you, let's say you are on a metal poor planet for whatever reason, if you do need to build another liquid pump and you don't have any more metals anywhere, steel will pop up here. So steel's very universal, and it's also super powerful because of the overheat temperature, right? So it's really good to just have iron ore for your steel, in my opinion. Now, with that said, you usually end up with more iron ore than you need anyways. So it's not like, I'm gonna change this here so I don't have so many eggs lying around. So it's not like it's gonna be a big problem either, but just something to keep an eye on in terms of, like, if you've never made it far into the game yet and you're trying to be kind of thoughtful of what you use materials on, those are my recommendations. Take all this out and free up all this area. So what I'm thinking, chat, is I'll put my bedrooms over here at some point, and then this will. I'm not sure yet. Like, I don't want any industrial equipment in here, so I'll probably end up closing the base off somewhere here and keeping these things all outside my base. So this will be the boundary of the base, and then I'll have an exit point with Atmos suits. Yes, we will be going to Atmos suits at some point, although I'm not really that much in a rush because I don't really need Atmos suits just yet. I will need Atmos suits when I'm going into places like this. Not really, but I would prefer to have them. By the way, the ore hull, let's get these guys over here so they can start being sheared. 3 cases of Esca. My guy is role-playing Aquatic Planet in real life. I drink an embarrassing amount of Esca, to be honest. I mean, it's only $12 for a pack of, like, I want to say 24. I think it's like 50 cents a can, but it's still kind of a waste of money to just live off Esca. I will admit, will acknowledge. So definitely should cut back on my usage. But that's why I wish they would just sponsor me. Like, why don't they? I drink it. I promote it every time. I just want 1 weekly case of Esca. Is that too much to ask for? Hey, what's up, Sean? Nice to see you. How are you doing? Welcome. Let's see. Not me, but I found the post in the new way of travel. Oh, okay. So I will look that up. That'd be a cool thing to make a video on, actually. Water in main shaft. There we go. Be a cool idea. I mean, maybe it's still something that I can implement in the future, but definitely not. Like, I would have to play around with liquid locks. I'm not that good with liquid locks that I know how to do that off the top of my head. A lot of what I do comes from just, like you guys know, just throwing stuff together. Just trying to make sure everything is kind of working. Okay, so this is where I want to be careful. This is abyssalite, which should be okay to dig to, but I don't want to cool my base down, right? So I have to be very careful here not to expose too much, because in this base you kind of want sort of a moderate like a warm type base. I guess it doesn't matter so much now because I don't have the salty sticks anymore, and there's nothing else. The beacons are kind of self-regulating anyways in the water, but it's not as critical to have it under 30 degrees as it is a Terra start. So what is bad though is if you start chilling it down too much, because then your duplicants will get the chilly debuff. Like here, all this cold coming in. If this was my entire base, then it would be quite bad. So the metal refinery is producing a ton of heat. I should probably move it up a little bit higher, but at least we got some steel to get started with so I can start timing these volcanoes. Let's go. What do I need for steel? Refined carbon, that's right. So I need a kiln. Let's go. Let's dig into here, actually. Is there any bleach stone here? Forgot which one bleach stone is. I hope not. Anyways, we're just going to dig into here and see if we can... Let's put a insulated door lock here. I got pearls. Pearls and rubber. I guess pearls. I'll use the pearl. Actually, we'll take that out. We'll like that. So this is a mod, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's part of the game, but they updated the mod, so it's really handy. Basically, what I want to do is just start a kiln here or somewhere, so I don't have to. Kilns are they just produce heat, right? So I don't want it to be out in the open like this thing. This thing isn't permanent. I just needed some steel. Play still doesn't count Ethan as an ambassador. That's all right, Nico. Like, to be honest, I think I did look, and not specifically for the ambassador thing, but I did see on their website when I was looking for something else that they have applications closed right now for ambassadors and stuff like that. It's okay. Like, I think I'm pretty, like, it would be cool to be an ambassador, but you know, I'm fine with just being here and chilling and playing. Like, it'd be cool to get the acknowledgement at some point, but that's not really what the end goal is. That would be like a cool little trophy to collect on the way, and the end goal is just basically building a community and having, being able to play Ani with a community here. Has Scratcher, it's called flexible wire prongs capped with a smooth round beads that tied up together. That's certainly not what they used when I was in school, but that would be kind of nice to get a head scratcher. Like I said, it's they just used it was basically like a toothpick. I guess chopstick is it's more a better comparison, but it was just a toothpick that was long. That probably was just a chopstick, to be honest. Get a soda stream? Yeah, I thought about the soda stream. Thought about it, not sure. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Again, the Eska thing is also sort of just a kind of a meme. I'm not really. It would be cool. It would be hilarious as an Ani streamer to get a sponsorship from Eska, but that's not the goal either. Pre-cooling metal refinery time. Yep, we got the metal refinery here. Like I said, it does produce a lot of heat, but the good thing about this base is that you have so much water here that is able to absorb all that heat. So water has a lot of mass, so it has a lot of cooling or heating potential depending on what it's being exchanged with. So all this heat here that it's being produced, it'll very quickly dissipate against just being in contact, not in contact, but like coming near the water, right? So for instance, like this, this water is very cold. Brine is very cold. If I were to bring it here, it would have a little bit of cooling potential, right? Obviously, this is a very big pool of water, so it's not quite the same thing. But you get the idea. And also, I'm just dumping my heated liquids in here right now, so it's not really being exposed to the main area either. I don't mind if these heat up because the tidal turbines. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. 80808, is that your name? 08? Hello, welcome to the stream. See, I'm just dumping all the water here. This is fine if it gets hot, and then if a little bit will overflow eventually, but it's fine. This is the water that I'm trying to not heat up as fast, but it's also okay if it heats up for a little bit. This is what I'm more concerned about. Like these batteries take a lot of power, or sorry, produce a lot of heat. So I think it's time to replace them with these guys here. I want to keep 2 on this circuit just because this takes a lot of power. And then, yeah, everything else is good. Okay, so let's get this insulated door set up, and then we'll start digging into here and getting access to all this. So the reason I'm putting in the door here is because I want to maintain this cooling potential that is inside of this area. So this will help keep the warm air out and the cold air in. And also, if there's any gases here that I accidentally dig into, like the bleach stone, so that's where it is. There's some right here. It's not just going to go everywhere. So I'm probably going to try to dig around the bleach stone, and it'll look really funny. And but I don't want. Actually, there's more bleach stone up there. So I'm probably just going to dig down, sort of like this, and avoid the bleach stone altogether. and just put the kiln like literally right there. That should be okay. We'll see. We'll see if that works. You get more exposure, not as a trophy, but you post a lot of walkthroughs and stuff. I mean, yeah, like I said, it would be cool. It would definitely be cool. It's just, you know, if it, I'm more of the type of person that says, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then, you know, I'm still gonna continue to do it. That's kind of what I mean. You know, I will do this as long as it's fun, and I'm not gonna go up there. I'm absent-mindedly digging right now. Okay, so we got this done. What else did I want to accomplish here? We got the oxygen completed, the background in the Great Hall, and the metal refinery. So, okay, so let's put some ornaments here, and let's see if we can turn it into. So right now, just so you guys can see, it's a Great Hall. Let's just see what happens if I put. Okay, let's put a water on here, and let's see if it changes into a banquet hall. Other than that, I guess I could put a reed fiber, a data bank. There's nothing else that's of substantial significance that I can add to this wall. And the requirement for banquet hall is decor building, an ornament, a display ornament, no mess table, decor building one, which I already have, and communal tables. So I don't think it's going to work if I don't have an actual ornament. So here we go. It's still a great hall. So there we go. Did that answer the question? Somebody asked what the distinction was. So I don't know if that helped or not. There's a lot of sand there. Hey, what's up, Dan? There is a lot of sand. Hopefully I avoided it all. Yep. So far, so good. So there's not a lot. This isn't a vacuum as well. So this is going to cause a lot. I should put a little bit of oxygen in here. But that's... Why are you guys hanging out there? Go somewhere else. Let's get the kiln. This is going to overheat if I don't have any oxygen in here. So I might have to just dig into it very briefly and then close it off again. I didn't know they could dig like that. That's interesting. Okay, so let a little bit come in. Perfect. And then we'll... Oh, not that. Not that. Insulated tile. Okay, put that in there. So this is going to get nice and cold. And hopefully, as soon as they build this... You know, you don't have to breathe all the oxygen in, Kai. I kind of want that oxygen. Okay, and let mop this up. Actually, we can do a sweep errand on here as well. Get rid of it. This is eventually going to be tamed, so might as well start on that now. What else? Also, this can all drop in. So we'll do... we'll kind of go like this and get rid of all this. And then same thing this way. This is not ideal. I should put this up on top. Kind of like that. Okay, cool. Let the duplicants work on that for the time being. It also counts as cooling your base, it seems, as the screenshots show they have put the pipes directly into the path. Yeah, that is true. There's a lot of natural cooling on this base, which is... I guess I'll take the ice. My food seems stable, but I wanna make sure it is stable before I start getting too careless with like I would love to have... Where is the ice? I guess when it melts, it'll just go on. I don't want to be too careless yet because I did have a little bit of inefficiencies with the beacons. So I have 15 now, which should be way more than enough. As soon as I get on sushi rolls, it will multiply the production of the beacons because the sushi rolls produce, I think, 3,600 calories versus the cooked seafood is like 1,600 or something. Pretty sure it's this. Ken says they are called nitpickers. Never heard of that. Pretty sure it's the same tingly sensation. Dan asks, Tidal's turbines next to the metal refinery looks hot. Do they heat the water? Yeah, so what I'm doing here is I'm just dumping the water from my metal refinery into this pool. So this is not a permanent metal refinery. This is just set up so I can get my initial steel. But before I can get steel, I need to get refined carbon, which I have gumwood for, and I also have regular wood. So let's just make some gumwood refined carbon, and then start getting some steel. How much refined carbon do I need for the steel, by the way? I think it's 30. Is it 20 or is it 30? Let me check. Numbers are always, I never remember numbers, chat. It's just, I just throw, oh, it's 20. Okay. So 20, and each one produces 100 kilograms. So here I'm making 500, 1,000. So this should be quite a bit for steel, hopefully. We'll see. So yeah, this is not permanent. I'm just dumping the water into this area for now, and that can stay hot. I don't care about that because this is going to be closed in the long term anyways. So I should probably sweep this, by the way. And then I'll move this to a much more permanent location that's cooled in a steam room. So right now, like I could have put it here where my kilns are. The kilns are going to heat up quite, well, it's very cold in here, but they'll eventually heat up if I keep running them. There's fun YouTube videos where people sneak up with a scratcher on unsuspected prey and suddenly scratch them. I've never seen those either. I used to watch like prank videos, not like the ones that you see these days, but I don't know if you guys have heard of. I guess if you're Canadian, you might have heard of Just for Laugh Gags, which was, I think it was a show in Quebec where you'd have it was like coordinated with a film crew, and this was before the days of YouTube and such. So they would coordinate, like people would be walking on the path or whatever, and then all of a sudden they'd be in the middle of a race. And a bunch of actors would come out and they would hold up signs and start running with them and stuff like that. So they would do very harmless pranks like that. That was what I used to watch, but I don't really, watch the prank videos from this era anymore. Can the natural tile mod build backgrounds too? Oh, I don't think it can. It does not, as far as I am aware, but that would be a really cool suggestion for the for whoever makes this mod, because obviously that's like the natural thing that you would expect for it to do now that you can build, now that you have access to the back walls. Okay, and then we'll sweep this up as well. I have a bunch of trash here. Okay, so corals. I need to get the corals back in. I think... Yeah, so I'm going to move this over. I think I want to, come down like this. I want to have this eventually on this side. Put a wall here. Well, so what we'll do is move this over. Put another coral here. Okay, and then, sorry, clam pumps. I keep saying corals. I need more pearls. Pearl production has since stopped since I removed them. Okay, so steel. We finally got steel. Obviously, I'm going to put this at, well, not obviously. Let's be reasonable here. Let's make 10 at a time because I don't know how much heat that we're going to make. So there's no point in making a ton of just an uncontrolled amount of heat. Also, I can destroy these. These jumbo batteries, I've had them here for too long. I should have replaced them with smart batteries a long time ago. But they produce a lot of heat as well. 1.25 kDTUs of heat. And they also have power loss as well. They have power leak, 2 kilojoules per cycle. These things here, they produce way less heat, 500 DTUs. Not, remember, that was kDTUs on the jumbo. This is only 500. And they only have 400 joules of leak per cycle. So they're they're like almost three times as good. They hold less power. That's kind of their only downfall, but which is important for a map like this that has intermittent power production all over the place. Yeah, it's a little hot. Steel's pretty hot. That's okay. I don't mind this getting heated up. Okay, let's sweep this also. Why? Oh, storage unavailable. That makes sense. These are probably all full. This is where I'm throwing all my garbage for the time being. Not sure. Maybe polluted dirt I should be putting somewhere else because it's kind of annoying to have it Kind of annoying to have it. Let's close this, so I just get rid of this. I don't want any salt water mixed in, even though I already have Muchun. I think there's a vanilla insulated door. There is a vanilla insulated door. You are absolutely correct. And then now they have the airlock door. This is the mod. And now I guess the modder added the insulated airlock door, which is very cool. Yeah, I use some mods like this. They're not the mods that I like to use are basically just good enough that it enhances sort of the quality of life of the game, but not enough that if the mod ever breaks due to an update of the game that I can't play. Because I can live without this. You know, that's kind of how I like my mods to be. Okay, now we got some steel. Let's add steel to our thing here. So we need at least 1,200 kilograms of steel. Oh, no, maybe no more. Sorry, 1,200. Yeah, we need 1,200 plus enough for the auto sweeper. So that's 1,400. Then we need to do the chute, which is another 200, so 1,600. So let's just say I need 2,000 kilograms of steel to tame a volcano if I want to add some extra steel inside. That's kind of what I'm aiming for here. Yeah, so I guess we do need an artifact. This does not change. Just putting random garbage on the shelf does not in fact give you a banquet hall. That would be pretty awesome if it did. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're missing. Try to find an artifact on the POIs to make the banquet hall. Yeah, that's the end goal. Hey, Crimson Rights, thank you so much for the sip of Esca. Appreciate that. Thank you for the hydration. Ornaments are any objects in the following categories: artifacts, keepsakes, carved lumen quartz. That about makes sense. I didn't think this would work, but I thought if it did, it would have been kind of a funny workaround to using the shelving, because then you just throw random crap on the shelf and it works. You know, that would be kind of interesting. Okay, let's add some lights. We'll add some fun lights to the banquet hall as well. See, I guess I don't need that many lights because it kind of covers quite a bit. So 4 tiles away from the edge. Looks pretty good. And then we'll add obviously conductive wire here. Now that we have the metal refinery, we don't have to really keep out on the wire. No, not gold. Whoa, not gold. Gold is good for heat. I'd rather use zinc. And green. I want green and purple to be the main colors of wire that I use. This is also gold. Let's replace that. Let's replace that with zinc. And then also, yeah, we'll just make this out of zinc. We'll take this out. Start replacing our wires as well. I got a lot of wire to replace, so let's do some more zinc here, and we'll do some more steel. Got lots of lime though. Really happy about the lime. Still no storage. Did they? Oh, they're already full. Is the title Spring the heat in the metal refinery? Yes. It is Sandwraith. Yes. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Hello, how are you doing? That's where the heat's coming from. It's a lot of heat, but it'll dissipate pretty quickly. Like this base is full of cooling. Not cooling like, I know it looks pretty hot, but there's a lot of water mass that's exposed, and the atmosphere itself is being cooled by the water mass and, you know, the various other objects. So it's from my experience so far, it's not as easy to heat this base up. Look at this, for instance. This has been open basically since, I don't know how long, but when did I build this? 67 cycles ago. So this was open for at least 80 cycles, and this is the only cooling that it's done. So we're off. I think it's because of all the water mass. So you can see here, for instance, there's an absence of water in this area because I've relocated it all. So like this area is now allowed to sort of chill itself, right? I think that's kind of what's happening. So that's what I'm sticking. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's put this the clam pumps back here. And then we'll take this out as soon as that's only 90% grown. I'll just take it out now. Then I'll push this water all over. So I can make this ladder come all the way down. Okay, let's see what we got from here. Oh, nice shine bug eggs. All right, I'm gonna relocate these manually, put them all in here for now. Maybe we'll do a reactor at some point with the shine bugs. What's your favorite place to order food, or do you are you a decent cook yourself? So admittedly, I am pretty lazy. But I don't like to order food. So I'm like the in between. I like to make easy things. I love making eggs. I like making burgers, but usually I do things like lately I've been on a vegetable kick. So I've been eating like frozen vegetables that I just have to prepare. I forego the chopping and all that stuff and just basically make the vegetables. It's kind of what my latest kick is. If I order for that, ordering food is very expensive in Canada. Fast food has gotten out of control, to be honest with you. And, it is, I mean, maybe it's everywhere, I'm not sure, but I used to be, well, okay, so a McDonald's meal, let's say, if I was to get McDonald's, is $15 for like a Big Mac and fries and a Coke. That's quite a bit. Like, it's not something that you really want to spend a lot of money on a lot of the time. If I do order food, however, I would say my favorite fast food is Wendy's. I love Wendy's because they have the best fast food burger. Not the best burger overall, obviously. Like specialty places are way better. Oxygen's doing really good now, by the way, thanks to these guys here. Eventually, we will overpressure our base, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. And we also have chlorine here that I can use for something if I need to. I should probably start storing this actually. So yeah, that's kind of what I enjoy. Wendy's is pretty good. My favorite food of all time is pizza, which is probably not so much of a surprise. I mean, I think most people love pizza as well. So yeah, it's kind of the TLDR of all that. I'm gonna make an infinite storage here for the chlorine. That's what my plan is. So we'll make not sure how we're gonna do this yet. We'll start with some ladders. Obviously, ladders is probably the best way to start, and then we'll go, because I want to keep this erupting as long as I can, so I can stock up on chlorine gas. But yeah, I mean, it would be I guess Wendy's or pizza. Pizza is just really good. It's hard to mess up pizza, to be honest. Okay, sorry. Just for Laughs was super awesome. I used to watch them too. They are awesome. They were Canadian for the ones I used to watch. I don't know if there was different countries that made them or whatever, but I remember they used to be from Quebec, or they used to do them in Quebec, I think. My memory is not always the best. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Winters. What's going on? Pretty sure they were from Quebec. But if someone wants to fact check me, I'm more than happy to be fact checked. Okay, sorry, chat. Let me see here. Hey, what's up, Dark Frost? Wishing everyone a happy week ahead. Thank you, Dark Frost. Appreciate that. Hope that you have a good week as well. By the way, if there's any UFC fans in the chat, big night tonight, obviously. Hopefully they don't. I mean, actually, it'd be kind of interesting to see if they get rained out, to see the fights in a rain. Once in a lifetime thing that would be, but it'll be interesting nonetheless. Okay, let's fix this. We can move these over. I want to put another clamp on thing here. Just keep pushing the water over. That's kind of my goal right now. We'll build that first, push it over, and then we'll have another. Hold on a second. Hey, thank you so much for the follow as well, Cataros886. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Put this thing here. Hopefully I'm using pearls. Using pearls, right? Yep. So put another one here, and then I'm gonna have lettuce. Lettuce is a good backup food, I think. My seafood is not quite where it should be. So I'll do this. Go like that. Did the fish just fart? Oh no, they're like grunting or something. I thought they farted. No, now we can't get in there. That's a bummer. And then also, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Say this is perfect. We can go ahead and deconstruct these and then put them on this side. And then put that there and then deconstruct all this. And just keep pushing everything over. And nice, now I can get all these back walls dug up as well. Kevrox says I'm playing the same seed. I could tell you where you can get one to display. Okay, sure. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't consider it too much of a spoil. Like, I'll eventually come across it anyway. How do you guys both find the same seed? It's in the description. The seed should be in the description, but just in case it's not, let me post it. Sorry, I'm really far behind, chat. I'm like reading messages from like 5 minutes ago. So it's not a delay if you're wondering. I just need to like get caught up here. What's going on? Ice Cream says, I don't usually watch streams either. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. Check me out on... oh, you are on YouTube. Sorry, I thought you were on Twitch. Check me out on... I was going to say check me out on YouTube if you're on Twitch. Fast food is no longer cheap and no longer fast either, says Hayden. That is true, Hayden. Unfortunately. Hey, what's going on, Jay? Nice to see you. Out of curiosity, did the community night move? So we haven't done community night in a minute. So that's probably why you're thinking it moved. I haven't been asking for submissions lately, but I'm not opposed to restarting it. It's just because there's been so much going on with Factorio and then this DLC. So there's a lot that's kind of kept community night from happening. But if you guys submit something for community night, if you remember what that is, or if you'd like to know, I'll go through the whole spiel and tell you what it is. But yeah, it's not gone. Oh, I should have moved these over one more. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's not gone like forever. It's just hasn't been viable to do it lately with all the fun stuff happening on with regards to DLCs and Factorio. Okay, let's dig all that out now. Ethan is one sad Judy Hopps scene away from watching frozen veggie on the microwave. I can go to a restaurant from a local place and get a cheaper, better option most of the times. Yeah, the local places are really good. It depends what local place around here, because we do have a very vibrant like food enthusiastic community, so people are willing to pay the high prices, and that's kind of that's one of the problems in and of itself, is not just the fact that businesses are charging that much, but people are paying that much. You know, when it is when I don't want to say that they don't have to. I don't know everyone's situation, but you know, it's people are still paying it, so businesses really have no incentive to lower their costs, right? Dave's Double is good. Chili. Yeah, Dave's Double is amazing. I love it. I love a good Dave's Double. Lasagna is better than pizza. Changed my mind. Okay, I will... That is a pretty fair... That is a pretty fair thing to say. Now, I can't change your mind because I think lasagna is amazing. Whether or not it's better than pizza, I guess it depends on where you're getting the pizza from. Versus lasagna, not many people make lasagna. Like if you're making it homemade, 100% lasagna, okay? If you're making it, if you're ordering, like I said, it's hard if you're ordering to get lasagna that is not from frozen, right? Because there's nowhere that I know around me where I can actually order a lasagna, and if I did, it would probably be from frozen, which is just pointless. I don't know why, but green peppers are so good in Italian food. Is it maybe the seasoning that they use? I don't know. I don't know why it would be better in Italian food or not. Something else. Mini liquid pump yet? Can I use a bead pump to keep the geyser vacuumed out? You can use a mini liquid pump yet is you can use a bead pump to keep the geyser vacuumed out, and it will be default created on infinite storage. So I like to just put it in another area. I don't really I don't actually know what that setup entails. So what I do is I just put a little bit of liquid, cover the vent, and then boom. Jason's looking for tips on where to put my deep freezer and how to get data banks in the base game. Okay, cool. So by base game, I assume you mean spaced out, right? Because I don't know if the vanilla has. Oh, nice. That's so good. That is so good. Now we have a use for the chlorine, right? This takes the chlorine, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Nice. Okay, that is amazing. Is that the first one? Yes, that is the first one. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, so sorry. I assume you mean like spaced out because I'm not sure if the vanilla has data banks. So the easiest way to get data banks early on is to get with a telescope. So the telescope makes you data banks automatically when your duplicants are looking around your asteroid. So that's the easiest thing. Piece of cake. You don't even have to put it in space. You can put it all the way down here, and that way you'll have less likely to be hit by comets or meteors or whatever. So that's that. And the other question was a deep freezer. I like to put my deep freezer right beside my Great Hall. So in fact, let's start working on the deep freezer setup here. And the reason I like to do that is because I generally have my kitchen pretty close. So it's very little travel time on conveyor rails to get there. And then duplicants can just get it manually. And there's not a lot of automation involved for the way that I like to do it. I just literally put my food in an area protected by a liquid lock that my duplicants can access. So if you go back and look at my other playthroughs, you'll see an example there. But I like to have it right here, close to my kitchen, close to my Great Hall, my banquet hall, and the duplicants just come and grab it. Let me get my duplicants doing something, and then I can catch up more with the chat because I'm pretty far behind. Oh, there's something else here. I think I already got that though. I should start getting some carbon dioxide built up as well. I guess we'll go all the way down. It wouldn't hurt to go all the way down. So just build all those, and then we won't get. Oh, I don't even. Well, the ladder's important because eventually this will drain. I was gonna say the ladder's not that important, but eventually I will have it drained out. So it actually is pretty important. Okay, let's get the metal refinery going as well. So we'll get more zinc along the way. We'll get more gold amalgam, and we'll get more refined carbon. All right, sorry about that, chat. I'm really far. I'm gonna try really hard here to get caught up. So anyways, Jay, I hope that answers your question. Let me know if you have anything else regarding that. Mozzarella stuff on pizza is my favorite. Oh, that is really good. Any UFC predictions? Okay, Taporia, Pereira. Come on, Chandler. You got to get another win in the UFC. So Chandler, Hulk Kick, I think his name is. And who else? Who else is fighting? I forgot who. Oh, Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley, yeah. Pick on O'Malley as well. Is it worth building a Radbolt chamber for research? Hey, what's up, Dr. Weird? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Is it worth it to build a Radbolt chamber for research? So I generally don't. I don't see any reason to store Radbolts. I just usually have it with automation. So when this thing is empty of Radbolts, it sends a green signal, and then it turns on the generator. Now, if you need to store Radbolts because you think you're going to be behind on research, it is a little bit slower to do it this way because the Radbolts have to accumulate before you can move on with research. But generally, if you're like playing casually, I don't think you'll ever have a situation where you're like, oh shit, I really need the research to be done now. I wish I had the Radbolt saved up. You know what I mean? I think you can probably get away with this very easy setup for a very long time. And by the way, once you do have like the research done, then you don't even need it. 71 looking, only 10 likes. Let's fix this chat. Hey, what's up, Nair Ruin? I think your name is. Thank you so much, Nair Ruin. Have I seen you here before? Thank you for stopping by tonight. Really appreciate that. Yeah, chat, if you guys could hit that like button, that would be amazing. That would help me out so much, and I would greatly appreciate your support if you guys could smash the like for me. It'd be weird if I don't watch streams, but it was on Twitch. But anyways, it's nice to see you stop by anyways, Ice Cream. So if you're just here on a one-off, or just checking me out, or if you just watch the videos, that's cool too. Cool too. I try to keep everything. I try to stream and make regular videos, so there's content for everybody at some point. That's kind of the goal. So hopefully it's helping everybody out, no matter if you're a stream watcher or a video watcher or just a lurker. Okay, let's do some. Obviously, actually, you know what? This is not a good idea, because I want a ladder here just in case I need to go down for something. Which I actually, yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. So this is perfect. It's perfect. I feel a sneeze coming on, chat. Trying to avoid making funny faces. Okay, let's do some more zinc ore down here. Replace all of this. Actually, yeah, whatever. We'll go this way. It doesn't matter. And then we'll make zinc ore, and we'll use the metal refinery as well. Kind of start on a little bit of everywhere. I can get some awesome baked the lasagna with garlic bread for cheaper than McDonald's around me. That is awesome. Well, I wish I could get that. I wish we had more hot plate menus where I live. We don't have a lot of hot plate menus. You can go to a hot plate, but it's like a 20-minute drive, maybe 25-minute drive depending on traffic. So I do love a good hot plate menu. Like, meatloaf or lasagna, stuff like that. Really, really good. How can Canada not deliver homemade lasagna? Canada is third world confirmed. I mean, sometimes we are, Fitz. I'm not gonna lie. We have a lot of I don't know why our food is. I think it would just be too expensive and too much waste for people to make it, and everything is just so expensive here. I think that's kind of the problem, to be honest with you. It's sad to say, but that's just how life is. Canada's a very expensive food country. I think we have the highest food inflation in the G7 or something like that. But to make lasagna and then to not have people buy it if it's too much money, it would be really detrimental to your business, I'm sure. Hey, Dr. Weird says, I just opened the temporal tear today. Had to come and tell you. 215 hours, and you helped a ton. Awesome. That is so great to hear, Dr. Weird. I'm sorry that I'm a little bit behind on chat. I just got to your message now, but that is really super cool to hear. I'm glad that I helped you out. I hope you're still here, because I didn't want you to think that I was ignoring your message, but thank you so much for letting me know. I think you need plastic for the duplicates to make databanks, right? So you only need plastic if you're using the databank machine, either in space or on the ground. If you use telescopes, I don't think that telescopes need plastic. Unless I'm missing something. Let me just build one, I guess. I don't think this needs plastic, because this is all you're doing with the telescope is just researching the star map, and and you just get databanks automatically. There's no delivery, I don't think, to this. Yeah, so I'm almost caught up, Chad. I'm almost caught up. The domesticated flute coral is good oxygen. Yes, it's amazing. It's nonstop oxygen as long as you have proper lighting and lime. So I should have beacons in here for lime, but it's fine. This is like supplemental. I can always what my long-term plan is to eventually shut these off if the atmosphere has enough oxygen everywhere. So for instance, I don't have to be filling this area with oxygen, right? This area will eventually be for atmosuit dupes only, I think. This area is what's critical to fill, because this is where my duplicates are. Likewise, I don't need anything below this point, or actually probably below this point, to have oxygen either. So we'll probably start doing something. In fact, maybe we'll start doing it now, where we start blocking the base off. And well, let's not do that first. Let's get this mined out. I don't want to have any structure. I don't want to have any material behind my things. So what the goal is this is my main shaft of the base. I'll have like an exit here, and then that's where the magic will happen, I guess. Yes, Dan. Telescopes make data banks, and yeah, I didn't. Yeah, they make 3 data banks for each time a star map hex is revealed. And I don't believe there's no delivery errand here for data banks. Hey, what's up, Azure Phoenix, I think. Welcome, Rose. What's going on? You shouldn't be worried so much about being behind in chat. You're doing your best. Thank you, Rose. Really appreciate that. And Dr. Weird says, nope, no worries for sure. And then my OCD would force me to delete the tiles beneath the ladder. Which ladder? I do have a little bit of OCD when I play. Maybe a lot. I don't know. I guess it's relative. But sometimes I do temporary things that I plan to fix later. Okay, so zinc ore would be okay. I don't want a farter, although I think it would be funny to do a flatulent only playthrough at one point. So I would obviously use a mod so I can select flatulence at all times. Frankie, don't care about that. Increased mouth breather. Ashkin would be okay, except you know what? My food is going down, so let's take the zinc. I want to get sushi rolls on going first before I start. And in fact, let's get the sushi bar built. Kevrock says there's a honey jar behind being displayed in that room to the left. You can make it. Oh, right here. Oh, thank you so much, Kevrox. Yeah, so I do have something here. I have a blender. Awesome. So I will go and get that. How cold is it in there? Appreciate that. That's good. Good to know. Let's put an insulated. What is this? Hydrogen? I really don't want the hydrogen in my base. But as long as I dig lower, it shouldn't be an issue. So we'll go like this. We'll put an insulated door here, like this, and then we'll just dig up into it and keep the hydrogen in this area. Like I'm only going here for a couple. Trapped. Oh, okay. Can you dig yourself out? There we go. I'm only going here for a couple things, so should be okay. We'll remove this, and then there's something behind that. So there's also there's also diamond here, so which wouldn't be too bad. Did they make? Oh, sorry, I missed another message. I have a glossy Dreco farm automated. Plastic is not a problem at all. Exactly. Glossy Drecos are super OP. Even after the nerf of the November update, that's the best way, honestly. And now in the Aqua Planet, you don't need as much plastic because rubber is a very good substitute for most plasticky things. Okay, this is my favorite backwall, by the way. The Coquina, I think it's called. I'm not sure how you say it, but that's my favorite. Let's just mine all that out. Yeah, you know what? I'm ready to get rid of this back wall as well. I've been trying to keep it for the longest time because I thought it looked really cool, but it's severed in many places. It's not doing it for me anymore. So that's fine. Let's just get rid of it all. And then we'll also do this, get rid of that. And like I said, we'll probably do the exit point here in the base. Something like this will be the bottom. Maybe we'll have 2 exit points because this is not enough to sustain a massive colony of Atmosuits, but it's a good one to get started anyway. Yeah, this will be fine. We'll build that in there. This is where we have the cutoff point, and then while they're doing that, we'll come into here, get this blender. Put it on. Put it on the display shelf. So I played this game 2 years ago. Dupes can swim now. Yes, dupes can swim. This is a new DLC though. It's so you have to buy the DLC for them to swim. I'm pretty sure. I don't think that the swimming attribute is available in the main game. But yes, it is super amazing. I love it. It's very much worth the money. If you're considering, if you're not sure, highly recommend. I don't need to do that. Highly recommend buying it, the DLC. There's nothing there to sweep. Let's go ahead and dig all this out. And all this as well. I thought the data bank machine only works in space. So the data bank machine, I don't know if itself has to be in space, but it does require plastic. The telescope has to be exposed to space, doesn't have to be in space, but it does not require plastic. Do dupes swim only in the DLC? I'm not sure. I haven't gone to play the vanilla to see if you need the DLC dupes to swim. I know if you don't, like, for sure, if you don't have the DLC enabled, like this is not enabled, I'm pretty sure you won't get the swimming ability. But it's not confirmed yet, like, by me. So if you're curious, I would suggest test it for yourself. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet, but that's as far as I'm aware of what's happening. Okay, let's find all this out as well. Just get rid of all of it now. Time to move on from the back wall. Freshen up the base a little bit. Does the enclosed telescope make databanks? Yes, I'm pretty sure the enclosed telescope does. Let me check. Yes, it provides that. Databanks and comfort. Is temp control still a big deal? Yes, temp control is a huge deal. Luckily on this asteroid, the aquatic planet, the temperatures are pretty warm as it is. So you're actually more likely to cool your asteroid down with cold areas like this than you are to heat it up. In fact, I'm going to probably put an insulated wall here just in case. I don't think I need that, but I'd rather err on the side of caution because I know that if I'm trying to, like, I don't know if the nori, what's the temperature for this? 37? Yeah, I kind of don't want it to be, 22 to 37. I don't want it to be too cold. Like, if you're making blossoms on vanilla, you can go all the way down to 10, right? So we'll keep it warm. But yeah, it's a huge deal. Have you seen the sushi animation? It's awesome, asked Joss. Well, I'm just about to make sushi, probably not, okay, I need mealwood, which is pretty easy. I mean, I don't know why I'm putting off mealwood, but I should have had that going a long time ago. Then I can actually have some sushi. What am I looking for? This one. Let's just make some mealwood here for now. This is not the best spot. Okay, hang on a sec. Banquet hall, deep freezer. Yeah, I guess this is okay. I'm gonna put it one lower. I'd rather put the mealwood here. So we'll domesticate some mealwood, and we'll expand the kitchen as well. The kitchen is a little bit too small for what we're trying to do. So we need a micro musher. Pink. No, green. We'll do green. I'll probably move this over as well, the spice grinder. That way this can get access to everything. The auto sweeper. So I'll move this over all the way to the end. Have you confidently made some nuclear power in Factorio? Yeah, hey, what's up, Stringer? Nice to see you. No, I've been playing this DLC the past, ever since the last Factorio. Well, no, that's not true. The last Factorio stream after that, I played, like, I went, I think 4 or 5 hours ahead. And since then, I haven't played Factorio. I've been on this DLC the whole time. So, I'm very close to nuclear power. Nuclear power will be the next stream, though, because that's kind of where I am, ready to move on from coal and steam. I think you need the artifact cleaner. Yeah, I probably do. I don't think it would work. Well, let's put it on here and see how it would look if I didn't have the artifact cleaner. So we'll do another test here. I wish you could use rubber for comfy beds. Yeah, that's one area where I kind of think that they should have added it, but no matter. Okay, is anyone doing this? Oh, maybe I have to have the cleaner. Okay, so what's that thing called? What's the artifact cleaner thing called? Is it under station or refinement? Let's see, where is it? Where do I not have it yet? I probably don't have it yet. Is it? I forgot how to do that. Artifact. What's the artifact cleaner called, Chad? Does anyone remember? Artifact analysis. Oh, the artifact analysis module. Okay, that's the one. So I probably don't have that one yet. Artifact. Okay, there it is. Let's go get it. Do the tidal generators go dormant like geysers? No, they don't go dormant. They just have an on-off period. It's literally instant though. So as soon as it's done producing power, it'll start consuming water, then it'll start producing power again. It's very quick. Think of it like it's very similar to an oil well that has to be, because the oil well eventually stops working if it's overpressured. So it just has to be. I think you just saw the cycle there. It's very, very quick. Does critter happiness increase their egg production? Oh, hell yeah. So if you go to here, at 6 happiness, the reproduction rate is 97% per cycle. And at 7 happiness, if you use a critter condo, it's like 112 or something. So it's crazy. So that's why in my video, I said that you only need 1 critter per duplicate if you're on fish fillets. So when you start doing multipliers, like cooking the fish and making it into sushi, etc., you start to get even less amount of critters that you actually need to sustain your dupes. But we're going to start making some sushi rolls. So we'll see how that goes. I think I need 3 sushi rolls. I think I need 3 per duplicate. So ideally, I just have a massive farm that I don't have to supply dirt to. Maybe I'll do that in the future. Maybe I'll get a massive pip farm at some point. But actually, these pips are cramped, which is okay as long as I have pips. Oh, they're not domesticated just yet. Something that we'll do in the future. My lime is struggling more than I'd like. Don't forget that. Okay, so if you're on the regular, if you're not playing Aqua Planet, the best way to make lime is just to have a Pacu farm, right? They make a ton of eggs. As long as you keep feeding them something, they'll make a ton of eggs. I got 2. I don't know what that was for, but I got 2. See how the heat's doing here. Okay, we're doing okay. Got data banks and all this stuff. We got lots of mealwood everywhere. We probably have some that we can just crush into the thing. So micro musher. Put that here. Okay, cool. And then we can start making some more, rebuilding our power network. So it's all the conductive wire. And then this doesn't have to be, I guess it does, because I have to do this. Oh, this can be connected to heavy watt. Maybe I'll try to get into heavy watt in this direction. That'd be a cool project to work on in this stream. So maybe we'll, actually that's too low. We'll put it here, and then we'll close the top off. So how do I want to come in here? I don't want to destroy this. This is I need that water, right? So I'm gonna try to keep that intact, but I'll come down like this and try to build this without messing everything up. I also want to keep this intact, keep the salt water. I don't want to desalinate anything if I can help it. Holy smokes! I'm talking too much to myself. I gotta cut up with you guys. I made a critter condo, but I don't know if it's affecting the egg production or not. It gives you a +1 to their happiness. So these guys are a +6. They would be a +7. So that would impact their reproduction. Also, they won't get impacted if they're not domesticated. I'm pretty sure. They have to be tamed in order for that to be affected. Maybe not though. I've never tried giving critter condos to wild. How do you keep somebody beacon and keep their mood happy? Okay, good question. First of all, if you want a really quick TLDR on this asteroid, go watch my latest video. But sorry, it's not a quick, it's like an overview. But I'll give you a quick TLDR. Basically, if this pool of water is connected to this pool of water via mesh tiles, the beacons are happy. As soon as you build this off and make it its own little ecosystem, and the water is no longer connected, then the water volume drops dramatically, and then the beacons become very cramped. So beacons and fish in general don't become cramped based on the room size. They become cramped based on the water volume. Yeah, the Nori's pretty narrow. The Nori's pretty narrow, but I mean, so is Thimbleweed, right? It's the same as Thimbleweed. So if you can maintain Thimbleweeds, you can pretty much maintain Nori. So here's the issue that we're running into now with the mealwood. It's a little bit too hot. It's just ever so slightly too hot. So this is why I had the mealwood here. Now I remember. So let's start over again. Take all these up. I made a mistake. Cancel this, and we'll put the mealwood here where it's actually the perfect temperature. We'll uproot this, uproot that, and I have meal lice already, so I can put that on infinite. Put that on infinite, grab the fridge, put the fridge here, put another auto sweeper, and then everything has access to everything. And everyone's happy. Okay, so this is going to accept only meal lice, and I can't believe I'm actually spending power to refrigerate meal lice and mealwood, but why not? Oh, I don't even have mealwood yet. So anyways, Paku treats, nice. What did they do again? I haven't made them yet. 6 units. Okay, I don't really care about that for now. I want to make meal lice. Meal lice on ASAP. Hey, thank you so much, Cryptex, for the subscription on YouTube. Welcome. Cheers to you. Here's a sip of Esca. Sorry, chat. I'm just a little bit behind on chat. Okay, so sushi. We're gonna put that on infinite as soon as we have our first meal lice. So we should have a couple of these going anyway. I think it does take water though, so meal lice and water. Okay, so I guess I didn't make enough. There was some here. I don't know where it went, but we'll plant all these, and maybe we'll provide like an easier access. No, they can get here just fine. There's a little bit of a liquid lock here, keeping the gases separated, so it's fine. Okay, CPR animation is cooler than the sushi in my opinion, says Zach. I've never seen either, so we're about to see them. Hopefully we'll see them pretty soon. This is my first time taking the time to actually look at this stuff. Okay, so do I want to? Okay, this is where I was working on next. Let's not lose our train of thought here. And then what we'll also do is we want to get into this area so we can bring the heavy watt wire up here. That's fine. Kind of nervous about. I don't know if this is gonna work, chat. So what I'll do is I'll put this queued up for building, and I'm gonna save the game because I don't know if the water's gonna come down. Oh, a little bit came down. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, I can live with that. I can probably even mop that up. No, I can't mop it up yet. When the water level goes down, I can mop it up. I know I said I didn't want this mixed, but that's okay. A little bit like that is not the end of the world. So we'll do that. This game is so relaxing to watch. Oh, thank you so much for being here and watching. I appreciate that. Nori is dried edible seaweed used in Japan cuisine, usually made from a species of red algae. I'm not trying to say that. Propria, including pea. Yeah. I have no idea. Usensis tenera. It has a strong and distinctive flavor. That's an interesting fun fact about the nori. Thank you so much for for the knowledge, the increased knowledge. The blue ones in the fluke coral tank, my beacon fish have group mood just because they're tamed and they don't produce light. So if they're not producing light, make sure that they're able to get a breath of fresh air. So the beacons love to consume oxygen. So see, it says right here. I don't know if that's... I haven't played enough with them to know why they don't produce light. But like these ones, obviously, they have no access to oxygen, right? So they're not producing light, but they're also cramped. So that's kind of understandable. These guys here, I'm almost certain they stop producing light if they don't have a breath of fresh air. So just an FYI, something that you probably want to keep an eye on if you don't know why it's happening. So, okay. The cat's up. The cat's awake. I've never done nuclear power, says Jay. That's all right. A lot of people don't do nuclear power. It's kind of a late game thing. So it's all right if you've never done it. I'm fairly new to nuclear power myself. I don't usually... Like, every time in the last year that I've gotten nuclear power, it's been on stream. And that was literally in the last time the last playthrough that I did. So that's my nuclear power experience for you. It's been I mean, that is to say, it's been a very long time since I've played offline. Right, every single playthrough that I've done has been on stream. So if you haven't seen it on stream, it's probably likely that I haven't done it in a hot minute. Okay, let's open this up. That should be okay. It's not gonna fall. I can even get into there, but just have to rebuild that. Rip Factorio, we're never getting to multiplayer. So many fun things are happening, Stringer. You know, if I didn't have to work, I'd be playing multiplayer with you already. But yeah, so I'll give you... you can give yourself a shout out, Stringer, though. If anyone's interested in Factorio, Stringer does playthroughs on his channel. So feel free to let the chat know about your playthroughs. I don't know. 883 or 8883, welcome to the stream chat. Logos gives you a lot of lime. Oh, that's true, Sandwraith. I think Fitz was asking about the vanilla game. I think. So do I need the... No, I need the lice loaf, yeah. Okay, so no seed available, that's fine. Cool, okay, so this has started. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm surprised I don't have any meal. Like, these can be harvested. Let's go harvest some and get our first sushi. Hey, what's up, Potat? Nice to see you. Hey, Creative Chaos Gaming, welcome. How are you guys doing? Welcome. I may or may not have spent 21 hours in the past 2 days playing. That is impressive. Those are certainly not rookie numbers. And you are playing the Aqua Planet, correct? Just one more thing, yeah. Dude, I miss those days so much. I wish I could spend 21 hours in a 48-hour period playing. I highly admire that type of commitment. Multiple mini fridges are more power efficient than a regular fridge, says Kevrox. Are they really? This takes 20 watts. I kind of like how the mini fridge looks, I'm not gonna lie. This takes 10 watts. This stores 50 kilograms. And this stores 100. So isn't it just literally half? What's more? What am I missing, Kevrox? It looks like just literally half by the stats here. Do you mean like... Well, even if you were to stack them, it would be the same, right? I think I'm missing something with that, Kevrox. I think I hit the geyser jackpot. I have 2 cool slush next to the steam vent and a natural gas. Nice. That is an awesome jackpot roll on an asteroid. Holy smokes, chat. Okay, big news here from Ethan World. 96 viewers on YouTube and 13 on Twitch. Welcome, everybody. I didn't even see all everyone here tonight. I'm glad that you guys are here with me enjoying the game. Please, if you can, I'm going to give myself some shameless plugs while I remember everybody here. I have a YouTube channel if you're here on Twitch. Go check me out there. If you prefer watching live streams on Twitch, I have a Twitch channel down in the bottom corner of the screen there. I make Ani videos and I live stream Ani. Please hit the like button if you're enjoying the playthrough. That would help me out a ton. If you guys hit the like, that's how the community grows, and that's how I get into the algorithm even more than it has already helped me out. So if you guys could smash the like, that would be greatly appreciated. So here's our minor volcano. The big fridge is 120 watts, says Jaws. Well, my big fridge is telling me that it's 20 watts. Am I missing something here? 120 watts. Oh, okay. So what does this 20 watts mean? Must be connected to with at least 20 watts available. That's kind of confusing, isn't it? This is... Oh, it's an energy saver. The contents of the fridge have been refrigerated automatically, has been activated only using 20 watts. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I honestly didn't even know that was a thing. Energy saver. Why does it... I mean, that's... I'm not gonna... I guess because of the amount, it's less than 20%. That kind of makes sense. Well, in that sense, does this have energy? This also has energy saver. By the way, I'm not even storing anything in here, so I can probably just destroy this and get it out of the way. So the mini fridge is 60 watts of power at full capacity, and it stores 50. The regular fridge is 120, right? So it's double, and it stores 100. So again, I'm not... Is it just literally the power saving? Oh, okay. When the food is done cooling, it stays at 20. I gotcha, Zaki. Okay, I gotcha. Well, you know what? To be honest with you guys, the fridges are redundant when we start getting into deep freezing, right? So this is not a permanent solution right now. But that's good to know. I actually never knew that distinction between the fridges. That's pretty interesting. Let's connect this to heavy watt. And this is connected. Oh, they're still not connected here. I need to build one more ladder. Let's get this done quickly. So I did not know that it has energy saving. That's an interesting thing that they that they programmed into the... I'll take the Bonbon. No, I'll take the Joya. Joya's okay. Food's doing pretty good, although I wish I... Oh, nice. We have our first little bit of lice loaf. So we can put that into here. And we should be getting close to... Oh, okay. So we need fish fillet now. But let's not cook everything immediately. Let's do 7 here for this cooked seafood, and we'll do 9 for sushi rolls. All right, so that's probably... Yeah, so 7 priority on here, and then 9 on here. So we'll cook the sushi roll first on the next time we have fillet. Actually, it would even be better if I drop the fillet so this auto sweeper can reach it over here instead of just one auto sweeper. Let's just open that up. We'll do that at 9 urgency. I checked out of curiosity, electrical installation for a 60 meter squared apartment in Moscow is up to $2,000. How it compares to Canada? Okay, so it's 60 meters squared. So we do use meters here, but I'm more see what does that mean in feet? It's like 300 or something, 400 meters. Oh, it's still 200. Okay, so yeah, obviously math is not my forte. That's why I don't do math and only. Okay, so 200 square feet. Probably around the same, I would say. I don't really price jobs all that often. I'm very much more of a just, hey, I need to get this done, and this is what I know I need to do type person. But probably if it's a one-day job. Actually, that's not true because you need like a... Okay, yeah, you probably need a kitchen and all that stuff. So probably a lot more than 2,000. considering, I guess it would also depend on the location of the panel. If the panel was in the apartment, it would probably be around 4,000 Canadian. But if it was outside, like if the apartments for some reason didn't have their panel inside, it would be substantially more. I need aesthetic design. Okay, I didn't know that. Let's go get aesthetic design. I think Ellie, yeah, Ellie's our person here that's doing that. So let's give her the Masterworks helmet. There we go. Let's get our banquet hall online, and then we can start getting rid of these. Well, I want to put some cool stuff here, right? So pretty sure I can put the hanging rock. I don't have fossil. That's unfortunate. I really wanted the hanging rock in here. This one wouldn't be too bad. It's a 4-tile radius, so I could put this pretty much 1, 2. No, this wouldn't reach. We'll put some in here for now. Put one here. Okay. Oh, I missed the animation. I missed the animation for the sushi roll. Dang it. Let's see if I can get it. We'll put this. This is gonna be quite hot in here, so I want something that can heat up. The Joya. So been busy with work for the past 2 weeks. Missed out on putting out like 3 or 4 videos. I got to catch up with my series. Oh, it's been. I share that that struggle, Stringer. Work really gets in the way of my game time and my video time. So I hope you can get back on the grind, because I need to do so as well. I have all these shorts planned out, to like all these ones that I want to desperately make, but just so much work. I've been actually trying to leave work early just so I can spend more time making videos, because there's a lot of times that I don't need to be there. So like everyone knows what to do without me. So I'm just kind of required to be there, but. So put that aside, I just remembered our house polluted mud, but the tower company's polluted dirt, so it's an extra processing, unfortunately. Oh, that's a good distinction as well. So yeah, they do. I just saw the polluted, and then I didn't make that distinction either. So yeah, you do need a little bit of. Luckily, right now I don't need either, because these are not domesticated, so they're just eating whatever comes off the stem. Okay, so sushi rolls. We got 14,000 calories already of sushi rolls. That is amazing. Oh, here it is. Here it is. The animation for the sushi roll. That is amazing. I love that. Look at Jean go. She's hilarious. So Creative Chaos, I remember, I restarted another asteroid. This time I took the first 3 that rolled for funsies. That's always fun. Just take whoever and see what happens. Are you going to try to learn Bionics, Creative Chaos, or are you just going with a regular start for now? That is a pretty nice background noise. I tested as the new DLC. The water. I read 2 messages together. Like, I don't know why my brain did that. This is pretty nice background. I tested the new DLC. Hey, what's going on? Jerone, I think your name is. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, this is a very beautiful asteroid. I've mined out a lot of it now, so it's kind of looking a little bit bland. I got to start making more aqua spec backgrounds. I wonder what would happen if I wish it would. Okay, I'm gonna put this here and see if it covers the back wall. I think it will. Yeah, I don't like that. So I want to keep this area open for sure. That looks really pretty. Did they update your fridge to accept sushi? Yes, I did. This is my sushi fridge, and this is my cooked seafood fridge. Now, obviously, I want to, now that I'm making sushi, it's a pretty big deal, I want to start making a deep freezer. So we're going to start doing that somewhere here. I think it would make the most sense. So let me just pause for a second. I want to have, this is kind of what I want to do. I want to have a little box, kind of like this. It's my typical deep freezer. So this is, if you've seen me do a deep freezer before, it's nothing new. It's just my regular. So it's gonna look something like this. Yeah, so this is fine. Like this. And I have to put carbon dioxide in here. Carbon dioxide or hydrogen. Okay, that looks fine. And I'll put a little bit of mucin here. Mucin rather. So something like this is what I'm planning for. Now, I can't build it all at once. I think hydrogen would be really, really good here because carbon dioxide can freeze and then that would not be fun. So carbon dioxide, it turns into gas, it freezes. And that's not carbon. Carbon dioxide. It freezes at -56. So which is not, it's okay to use probably. I can probably regulate that pretty easily. What else could I use here? Chlorine. When does chlorine freeze? Chlorine gas. It freezes at... Okay, so chlorine would actually be better. It freezes at -100. I think I'm going to use chlorine this time. I'll just... And chlorine is heavy, so I can drop it from the top. So I'll build this exactly how it is. I'll put a little bit of mucin here. And then we'll drop in some chlorine. Now, the question is this where I want it? How big is this kitchen? This kitchen is 72. So I could extend it to all the way to here. This will give me 88. I want to be able to exit the kitchen and put stuff. Maybe I don't need to exit. Maybe I can just do auto sweeper conveyor rail into it. I would like to have a little bit of walkway here. So if I ever have to make the kitchen bigger, I can't make it the max size. That's kind of my only concern with this setup. But yeah, I think I'll do something like this. I'll just make the kitchen the size that it is. I'll leave it the size that it is. I'll put a decor item in here. This is going to be dead space, essentially. I might move this into here, actually. This would work out pretty well. I think it fits in very nicely, and it's dead space, so it doesn't really matter. So maybe that's like the long-term project. And then, yeah, put this into like this. We'll put the conveyor chute in, and then the shipping. Something like that. Kind of like that. Okay, and then we'll put a little bit of mooch in there. So let's mop some of that up. I gotta kind of do this a little bit thoughtfully. I don't want to mop all this mucin. Their dirty water looks more intense all of a sudden. Yeah, I love it. I love the look of it. There it is. Has actual dirt in it. Salt water. This is saltwater creative chaos. It looks very pretty with the. Oh, here they go. Looks very pretty as well. 10 kilograms should be enough. I think that's probably too much, but we'll see. So. This should be... Oh, I forgot to clear it out. I have to open this up. I have to open this and drop it in. So... No. It's bubbles. I need that. Please. Put it here. Bubbles is ruining things. I'll take this off auto sweep for now. Okay, and then we're gonna empty this. Hopefully this is gonna create a mess, I think. It's way too much. No, it did okay. Let's take some more. Where is it? Actually, I could just do this. Let's delete that. You'll see what I'm doing. Oh no, I don't need to delete that. I need to delete this. Hey, what's up, Oxlint? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on chat. Just trying to get this. I'm trying to use mucin for... Oh, by the way, before I even go too far with the mucin, when does this thing freeze? Oh, -10? This is not going to work. Oh, I need to use regular... I need to use something else. So never mind. Never mind, chat. I have to abandon that plan. This is what I mean. It's mucin is the visco gel that you have at home. It's not very good for visco gel applications enough because it freezes way too quick. But it's still fun. It's still fun. It's not like not likely to pay taxes on any of those 2Ks though. Josh says, "Did you update your fridge?" Yeah, I did. Okay. Not gonna watch UFC, but watching coverage, so I'll be lurking. Awesome, Kevin. Thank you so much. Nice to see you. Thanks for the lurk. Where do you go for coverage, Kev? Says Vitali. Putat says, yeah, but in the description it says poops out polluted dirt, so I don't know about that. I don't know if they have fixed it yet. I haven't. Maybe that's why I was thinking it was still dirt. For some reason, I thought it was dirt. I thought it was like a very easy thing to deal with. Anyway, so we're gonna have to do something else here besides like polluted water. Obviously, it probably has to be. Let's see what brine freeze is at. I can't. 22. That's not cold enough. Anyways, we'll think of something, Chad. It's fine. Can't be polluted. I usually use oil and petroleum, but obviously I don't have either. Yeah, I'll take the snazzy suit. Everyone's gonna wear a swimsuit at some point anyway, so. Oh, by the way, the mods. I messed that up. Let's get. I guess Gene can have it. Okay, so that's gonna be where my kitchen the deep frozen sort area goes. Now I have to put a. Actually, could I put the? I guess I could extend all this area to be housing the thermal regulator. That might be the way to go here. Instead of having the sieve in here, the sieve kind of makes sense near the washroom anyways. Maybe I'll put the thermal regulator in here. This is like the easiest way to make a deep freezing with this thing. So we'll finish that next stream. It's not going to finish today because there's no point in trying to cool this area down if I can't block this properly. So, but basically it's going to look something like this. We'll take some aluminum, go across like that, and then we'll do cold piping. Sorry, thermal insulated piping. We'll do a inlet, and then a bypass. The output, something like this, like that. And then, this is going to be the bypass here. No, I need the bypass to be here. So I can delete this. Like that. Okay, cool. This might get backed up with the way it is. I might have to change this setup, but it's going to look something like this anyways. Let's keep going with steel. By the way, how's this volcano thing doing here? It's dormant now. Okay. I might go and try to open this up. I don't know when it becomes not dormant again. Let's see if I have enough time. I'm going to save here. Open this up. And see if I can get into it before it becomes not dormant again. I have to research it though. Analyze it. Make it everything a 9. In my beta play, my sushi chef had a bug that showed the animation was when doing something else, like sleeping. That happens sometimes to me too still. Like sometimes I'll see a duplicate just standing around doing nothing. And if you hover over them, it says like, oh, this person is actually building. But I'm like, well, no, they're not. It definitely doesn't look like it. So I don't want this to be... the reason I say this is because if this is very close to erupting, I don't want to have to block it. It creates a little bit of heat, and I don't really want to put up with that. I might block it though. I don't know, since I've already committed. But I was thinking if I can get this inspected really quickly, I might just rewind. But in general, I don't want to have this unlocked unless I can really quickly build a tamer for it. So that means that means getting rid of this as well. But it is what it is. Okay, so Devin's gonna check that out for us. In the meantime, let's keep producing more refined carbon, because we'll need some steel for that if we do end up. We'll have to get this out of the way because it'll be a big tamer. But that's kind of the idea. Okay, and then this thing here, this is still not done. Unreachable. Oh, it's unreachable. Okay. All right. Oh, because of this. Yeah, I forgot to open that up. This should be okay. This is diamond and obsidian, so it shouldn't fall in. And we got salt water here, so everything's good. Going to attempt the bionic before I buy the aquatic pack. So have fun with the bionics. They are a little bit different, but they are super fun. They are very OP once you sort of figure them out. The main thing is just don't let them go in water. And that's it. They're like, if you have water spills all over your asteroid, they're gonna hate you. So that's kind of the only thing to keep in mind. But other than that, yeah, go ahead, try it, have fun with them. I'm sure you'll do fine. I plan to use glass, transparent backwall for those scenic backdrop areas. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the glass. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, so we do have the glass backwall now, which is really good decor, actually, plus 15. And more if you use diamond, right? Yeah, diamond is plus 100%. So we'll see what that becomes later on, and I'll definitely do that. Wouldn't chlorine be a lower freezing point? Yeah, so chlorine is fine in here. But I need a liquid to block it. So the way I like to make my freezers is just to have I could do a freezer where an auto sweeper has access to like a little, like a diagonal access, but I don't really enjoy doing those. I'd rather just have a liquid so my duplicants can have access and they can just take whatever food that they need. So as soon as I have a liquid to throw in here, which is oil or petroleum, I think, it should be pretty easy. I just have to get to the bottom of the asteroid. At that point, I can... 61 cycles, nice. I have plenty of time. Is Devin trapped? Devin, why do you do this to yourself? Can you get yourself out? You can't get yourself out? You have granite here. Surely you can build yourself out. There you go. Okay, so this is great because now I can tame that volcano. My first volcano to tame. So sweep only, we'll do 9, and then sweep all this stuff. Sweep all this garbage, get it out of here, and then close this off permanently as the goal for that. And then over here as well, I can sweep this because I'm going to be doing a lot of mining around here now. We'll do something like this, get the back wall out of here. Obviously, this is going to be redundant now. It'll have to come out of the way, but... yeah, we'll do something like this. Okay, sorry, I'm a little bit behind it once again. Check Muchin freezing point. Yes, it's minus 10, I think. I was, unless I spelt it wrong and I was looking at something else. Muchin. Yeah, minus 10. Unfortunately. You will need spice grinder in the kitchen, I think. Yep, I got my spice grinder. Hey, what's up, Oxlind? I'm new. I want to ask something that it's probably been asked. What's the most interesting thing in the DLC? That's okay. It's a great question. The most interesting thing is that, first of all, duplicants can swim. I think that's a huge change and a very good addition to the game. The second thing, the biggest thing, I think, is the addition of the insulated conductive wire, which carries 4 kilowatts of power now, rather than the conductive wire, which carries 2. So that kind of lines up with how much the large power transformers can supply, which means you'll need half the amount of large power transformers when you're doing your electrical layout in the future. So, oh, this is actually, we got a little bit of a power loop going on here. From where? How did I end up looping this? Oh, from here. Since this is connected now. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's the most interesting 2 things about this DLC. We have Visco Gel at home. Yeah, the Mucin is the Visco Gel that we have at home. It's great, don't get me wrong, but the Visco Gel freezes at minus 30, which is way better than the Mucin. So I could have technically used Visco Gel here, although it'd still be not ideal. I'd much rather use oil because oil will go I think it's minus 50. Where's the oil? Here, crude oil. Oh, 40. Okay, minus 40. So that's way more efficient to use in this situation. And petroleum is minus 57. That's the one I was thinking of. So petroleum here would be ideal. Or ethanol. I wonder if I have any ethanol on this asteroid. Let's see. Ethanol, minus 114. That would be the best thing, obviously. Trapped. How did you get yourself trapped again? Oh, Ellie. Okay. You'll make it out, Ellie. Stop complaining. In fact, this thing probably could go one higher. And maybe I can drain this water back in. Kind of annoying that I have the water here now. Everything's not even mined out yet. Sweep all this out, and then put the water back. I remember it being dirt rather than mud pre-release. That's what I remember too. That's why I was a little bit confused when someone brought that up. I was like, really? Let me check that. But yep, it is indeed polluted mud. So a little bit of extra processing. Hey, good night, Vitaly. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be done too in probably half an hour. So I got a half an hour left chat if you guys are here. Really appreciate everyone joining tonight. By the way, 6,000 subs on the channel. Just past 6,000 today. So thank you everyone for all of your support. And yeah, that's amazing. Like, can't say enough about how happy that makes me. Hey, thank you for the follow, Blizzard. What's going on? You're the 210th follower on Twitch. Welcome. By the way, you're also viewer number. Like, we have a ton of viewers tonight. Thank you so much for everyone for being here. MK says, I'm building a refrigeration room too, but I can't find any crude oil anywhere. It's a nightmare. Even in the bottom, like I know there's no crude oil at the start, but even in the bottom, hopefully you'll be able to find some somewhere. Okay, I gotta focus on this thing. I can't let this thing be the death of my colony, the cobalt volcano. I got 60 cycles to finish this. I'm obviously not worried about finishing it in that time, but yeah, gotta keep myself focused here, so I don't colossally mess up. By the way, since we are doing that, I'm gonna be building my usual cooling system underneath as well. So every single refined metal that we get from here is going to be chilled properly, so we can use it immediately anywhere in our base and not. Oh, nice! I'll take the ore haul. Actually, food is doing really good. I probably could take someone else, but I'm not taking decreased athletics. So this ore haul, let's see if this guy will flop around. I can grab it. It's right there. Let's throw it into here. Oh, by the way, oxygen check, doing really good. A little bit of carbon dioxide buildup on this side. I could probably do with some mesh tiles here. Let it drain out a little bit. And yeah, this can be closed up now as well. So let's put this in like that. This DLC is literally hell to Bionics. I haven't tried Bionics yet, but I know they've added the patch now, so you can. So not a patch, and during the release, they can now have a swimming booster. So that's kind of good, I suppose. Let's do this, and then we'll delete this. How am I gonna do this? So I don't have this in the way. I think I built this in the wrong spot. I think build this. Yeah, build this, delete that. Then I have something inside again. No. We're not doing that. I'm gonna regret having a little piece of debris in here, so I'm taking that out. Hey, thank you for the sip of Skip C. Welcome to the stream. Cheers. I like the DLC to have base expansion and exploration harder due to all the water body. That's true. It does make it a little bit more annoying in a sense, but it sort of changes the way you are used to playing the game, which I believe is a positive in and of itself. Right? If you were, that's the biggest. Actually, as far as gameplay goes, like not including new features, that is the biggest and best change, is that you're forced to sort of do things differently than you would normally do if you were not on this DLC. Like, for instance, by this time already, I would have already been started to build a Hydra possibly, or at least have the idea of where I want the Hydra to go, start thinking about that. I don't even care about the Hydra right now. Like, I'm so far, these make so much oxygen, and they're fully sustainable by themselves with the beacons. So it's Like the reason why you go to a spam or like a full Rodriguez spam or a Hydra is because you get low on algae, right? So you're like, okay, I got to start thinking about ways to make renewable oxygen. So by that time you have water, so you go to a Hydra or a Rodriguez. With these flute corals, as long as you have beacons, which you kind of have from the start, and phosphorite, I mean, it's super easy to, you know, to just get oxygen from that, right? So you change how you play, and you're not really prioritizing the things that you're used to prioritizing. I started with Spaced Out's DLC, so I guess this is why. Yeah, it's Spaced Out. Yeah, this planet is really pretty. It's way better than like it has a lot of pretty features. I like the back wall as well. I wish that it expanded more into the other biomes. Oh, sweep. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. Forgot all about that. Polluted mud. Poop-littered mud. What is this? What temp does Squid Ink freeze? Squid Ink freeze? Good question. -20. So not ideal for a fridge or for a freezer. There's polluted brine and other new liquids. Wonder if their temperature ranges would work to steal cold storage. Let's check. Well, brine is, I already checked brine. Polluted brine is -25. So you could, like, the problem with using the thermal regulator is that it's very easy to overshoot and then, you know, kind of let it cool again. That's kind of how the regulator excels. So if I was using anything but the regulator, it would probably make it a lot easier to sustain that temperature. Actually, on Aquatuner is kind of the same thing, but it's okay, there we go. This is finally sealed. It only took me, I don't know how long. Okay, I guess it's time to move this stuff. I don't need this anymore. Oh, let's go to all. Move everything over. I guess they can't even get up there yet, so we'll start digging down. And this is going to go something like how much room do I have with the auto sweeper again? If I put it here, yeah, this is where it's got to go. Okay, cool. So this is going to be my standard volcano tamer. You guys have seen this before if you watch my live stream. Pretty easy. I'm a little bit annoyed that I have to dig into the bleach stone. Not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna try and not dig into it and just end it right here. That'll be fine. Actually, this is more than enough space. So I don't even have to dig this out. I'll just leave that intact. I think this will be more than enough space. See, thank you. And how you're liking the new DLC? How many beacons have you have in the Aquatic Ranch? Okay, so let's go check. So in the ranch itself, I have 15 beacons, and I'm checking to make sure that I always have at least 4 or 3 eggs. In this evolution chamber, it's not a drowning chamber because they don't drown. Right? I have probably a lot. Let's see if this counts beacons. It counts beacon eggs. I have 53 eggs in here minimum. Sorry, I have 49 eggs, so I have 4 here or 3 here. So 50 eggs plus an absolute shit ton of beacons, which is sustaining my colony right now. I have sushi rolls and cooked seafood sustaining my colony. So that is pretty amazing. Oh, and I'm loving the new DLC. This is my favorite. This is the best thing that's happened in the game in a very long time. Where's my blender? Dude, where's my blender gone? Where did it go? It's supposed to be here. I had the blender before that I could... Am I just missing it? Did someone drop the blender? Blender. Maybe artifact. Oh, someone's trapped. Oh no, Nisbet. Or kitty cats. That's not Nisbet. That's brutal. Why would you do build yourself in? If you use airflow tiles, you can compress the water on the tidal turbine using a 4K wire to get the power from it. Chrissy, that's a great idea, actually. I do use that technique for infinite water storage, but I don't mind having, like, all this space is already occupied by this, so it's not like I can make good use of it, right? But it's a really good idea, actually. I never thought of it that way. But yeah, it's fine. I don't mind these little cylinder-shaped things going on. There's a thief among us? What's that mean? Oh, for the blender? I already forgot about it. Yeah, I don't know where the hell it went. I had a blender that actually, it was an option to put here. It was an option to put here. See, there it is. Why is the blender not accessible? Did they drop it somewhere? Where would they have put the blender? Like, it can't just disappear like that. I guess I can, but it just did. But I don't know. No idea. No one knows. Actually, that's pointless. I gotta keep digging. This is all the uranium ore that I haven't dug out yet. So, okay, so this is done. Let's just dig that out, and this will be gone too. This little pool, so this won't last forever. All that effort to go around building the wire was just basically negated. You can use room overlay to check. Really? It shows on here? Is it supposed to show the artifact? I'm not seeing... it would be somewhere here, you would think. I don't know where it went. Like, nothing can eat the artifacts, right? Like, there's nothing new that would cause the artifacts to disappear as far as I'm aware. Not sure, chat. No idea. Is it locked behind here? But why would the duplicants take it here? Is another... what would be my next question if it was here. Very weird. Very, very weird. Could be in the artifact station. No, there's nothing in here. Nothing in here at all. It's probably in the pool. Well, the duplicants can swim though, right? So if it's in the pool, it should be available as an option. It should show like, hey, you can put an artifact on the wall. It's just in the pool, right? It's not showing it at all. Empty storage. Could it be in storage? Let's empty all the storage. Nope, it's not in that. It could be in one of these, I suppose. Can these have artifacts in them? There's not even an option for artifacts. Let's see if I go miscellaneous. Nothing there. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea where that would have went. Oh, nice, a cuddle egg. I guess I'll take the dartle. The dartles are cool. Let's see. So Job says, just having a bit of trouble with the fish. What are you having troubles with? Let me know. Maybe I can help you out. Could you track the artifacts with the resource list? I tried that already, but it's not showing. Like, if I type in Blender, nothing shows up. If I type in artifact, nothing shows up. So I have no idea where that went. Maybe, you know what? Let me try reloading. It might be just a glitch. Yeah, that's Kevrox. Good idea, Kevrox. Hey, thank you, True Blade, for the follow on Twitch. How's it going? Nope. Still not available. I guess I could start the whole game over. Hey, what's up, Karita? Karita, I think. Hello. Glad I caught your stream. I'm glad you're here too. How are you doing? I might just restart. It'll take 2 seconds. Let me just restart the whole game and see if I can find the artifact. You guys can watch Quinn vomit while that's happening. Okay, here we go. Forget about it. Saw a stare going on it. Literally unplayable. Artifacts can only be stored if you have a mod for that, and I don't have a mod. If it was one of those scumbag duplicates, that's what I was thinking too. It was probably kitty cats. Oh, you mean the room filter? Oh, okay. I gotcha. Sorry, I was in the middle of artifact gate, so it should be showing back up on stream in a second. There it is. Okay, let's see. Nothing there. Nothing there. Yeah, so it's gone. Like it's just gone, chat. Okay, so room overlay. Okay, this is showing 277 aquatic critters. So thank you for that the clarification there. Yeah, 277. Pretty sure Trivaldo took it. It's either Trivaldo or kitty cats. Look, Marie's having a little bit too much fun. Do you think she took it? What was she just doing there? Jumping up and down like that. Like where would it have gone? It could be here if they can. Well, they can reach this area too. Like it's not like there's no areas they can't reach, like in a pool, because they can swim, right? So where would they have put it? Very weird. I'm sure it'll turn up at some point. Like it came from here, right? It came from here. Could they have possibly? No, they. Oh, you know what? It's probably still in here. They can't reach this area. For some reason. Let's see if Kai can get here. Yeah, it's probably still in here. I just don't see it because they can't get up here. They can't even get here. So they maybe dropped it somewhere here, but they can't get to it. So let's fix that. I think it poofed. I had one disappear on me as well. No, there's no way. My duplicates would not steal from me. Okay, the blender can't go there. Nope. Well, it's not that either. That is so weird. It just poofed. No, it doesn't poof, okay? It gets stolen. Somebody fucking stole it. Where would it have gone? Kill Trivaldo and it might show up again. Oh, I love the pooping sound effect of making the vice loaf. It's so funny. The DLC Among Us, Trivaldo Wood, heist investigation. This is Heist Gate. Could it be in here? Would it be hilarious if this is where it went? I have so many Poke Shell molds, by the way. What if I temporarily allow access to this area and the Poke Shell stole it? Would that be funny or no? Like, that would be... Like, how would you explain that? I don't think it's here either. But then again, they have no reason to take it over there, right? It literally goes from here. They would have taken it, blah, 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 went along their way, and then went up and into... Like, what? Where would it have gone? I have no idea. What is this? A Nutrigrain bar? How did that even get there? I don't even know. I'm stumped. I have no idea. The artifact station ate it. I wish I could see if it actually worked. Like 10 age, if it did anything. Like how many artifacts it's already done or whatever. Oh, there's a blender inside. The blender's inside the station. You are right, Chrissy. So what the hell? Why aren't they working on it? Oh, I know why. Oh, empty storage would work, damn universe. Thank you. But I think I know why. This is the same. Okay, for those of you who've been around for a long time, there was one time when I was trying to launch a rocket, and for the life of me, I couldn't. Tom says, "Told you." I couldn't find like the reason why the rocket wouldn't launch. All right. And I did everything, chat. I was like I rebuilt the whole rocket. Like I'm pretty sure it was like a hydrogen rocket or a petroleum rocket. I rebuilt the rocket. I moved it. I checked everything. I spent like a whole stream, not even kidding, like an hour of the stream trying to figure it out. You know what was the reason the rocket wouldn't launch? I had rocketry disabled for everybody. So the reason why the artifact station is not working with the blender inside is because I have decorating disabled for everybody. Ellie is the only decorator. So now the blender. Now the blender appears. So there you go. The rocket one was funny because that was the first time that's happened to me. But now I was like, yeah, like facepalm. It's the same situation. All right, let's get the blender on here, and this should make it a banquet hall. Okay, so and then we can continue this as well. Yeah, we'll build this here, get this all sorted out, get the shipping. Where's my steel? Gotta get my steel. Put it right here. Put the conveyor loader into steel as well. Get some ladders up here so my duplicates can actually work. Okay, conductive wire. Conductive wire will be fine, I think. I'm not going to use... Well, you know what? I may as well just go ahead and pre-build everything to be... no, conductive's fine. Is it fine? Convince me to not to make this into insulated. I don't need to make it insulated. But then again, I have lots of rubber, so it's like, what am I really losing? You know what? I'll just do conductive for now. Conductive is fine. And then we'll redo it. Okay, so I need an aqua tuner in here. So let's build this. And then of course we're gonna build we wanna go down even more and then build our metal tiles. This should be the exact perfect amount. We'll build gold tiles, I guess. Just like that. We'll build our plumbing out of gold again. I don't have any aluminum, so gold it is. And this is going to be our the cooling area here. Now we want to run our shipping. Let's see how I'm going to do this. I don't want it to be coming in contact with the magma, although I don't think it will. So what I think I'll do is go up and over like this. The aqua tuner will go in the corner. So we'll miss the aqua tuner. I don't want to go over that either. So we'll come down like that. Maybe we'll go over. No, it's okay. I don't have to. You know what? It doesn't have to be too fancy. It's fine. It does not have to be too fancy at all. I can always make that bigger. The conveyor shutoff will go here. This is just gonna only empty it when it's the proper temperature. At that point, it'll go through. It'll go through my cooling. All right, so crisis averted, chat, and this is beginning to come together. Put the aqua tuner right here, so we'll delete that. Actually, no, we'll leave it for now because I need to access this area. Should I do back wall here? When does drywall melt? 6. So this is granite. So it's granite. It's based on the material. So let's see. What could I use here to make it? I guess obsidian would be kind of cool. If I made a backing for it. What kind of backing should we put in here? It's cobalt. So you know what? Let's just do anything will be fun. Just do that. Make it look cool. Rocketry can be very low priority. They still fly when summoned to launch. So I never played around with that, Zach. That's a good point as well. But the reason I disabled rocketry for everybody is because everybody ends up getting rocketry just because I have suit sustainability for an exosuit training for everybody. So they always get rocketry. But I don't want... I didn't want them to be getting summoned by mistake by me, so I would disable rocketry for everybody and only enable it for the pilots. Similar to cooking, I would only enable cooking for the actual cook and for a backup cook, which in this case would be Ellie. Ellie and Jean should be on different schedules. Let's just make sure, and they are not. So Joshua can be on 3 and Ellie can be on 2. So that's kind of how why I did that. It's not a very... You don't have to do that, obviously. It's just something that I always found to be... it's an OCD thing. I kind of have to do it because I've always done it. This shouldn't... Yeah, 2700 degrees is perfectly fine. So we'll get this vacuumed out. We'll start that ASAP. Do I need a... No, I don't need a thing here. A regular vent will work fine, and then we'll put a what's it called, a door, airlock door here, kind of like that, and then we'll make this go across. Okay, and then we'll also get the conductive wires all hooked up, and then this thing as well with the aqua tuner. Now, this will eventually be on a transformer. So that's kind of the idea, is so everything can be on... Otherwise, I would just use, heavy watt wire, but everything will be on a transformer. That's a good reason to use priorities rather than disabling. That's a good point, too. Magic, says Jay. Talking about cooling, is it a good idea to use brine from the cool slush, the cool down and geyser, generators and batteries, and the coolant? As a last played, no problems have been made. No, of course, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. There's no reason why you wouldn't use brine if you have it available. If it's readily available, it's totally good. Obsidian, yeah, that's the one. Steel, hey, what's up, Uther? Yeah, we got steel. We got steel going, a temporary way to make steel here. Actually, we're gonna make some more iron since we can. This is a very it's barely heated up the water. It's like the water's 29, 30 degrees. It's at 34. So this setup here is gonna work quite a long time for us. So yeah, we're making steel. We got some cobalt coming out at some point. Well, in probably 53 cycles. So we're just building the infrastructure for the cooling down here. So it's going to look something like this. We're going to go over and then empty it out here. Obviously, we'll have to put a conveyor. I'll have to... Actually, hang on. Let's disable that for now. Go back to plumbing. This is going to be a little bit bigger of cooling than I normally do, just because it's a lot shorter. This setup's going to be shorter. Not that I really need to have it this is going to be overkill. So if you're looking to copy this because you need some cooling done, this is way overkill. So just an FYI. But nonetheless, it's what I'm doing. So and also I'm not gonna cool this down. Oh, I don't need. That's already running. I don't need to cool this down as much as I normally would, on the account of the cobalt is relatively easy to cool. So, what are the rails made of? I'm making them out of gold. The rails can be made of pretty much anything as long as they don't come into contact with the magma, which they should not, because the magma should be turning into refined metal like almost instantly. But if it is breaking, I will leave myself provisions to get back in here. Temporary TM. Sign Vision. How are you doing, Sign Vision? Been playing since forever, but I still don't get to this point. What's the biggest struggle, Sign Vision? I try to help as many people out as I can on my YouTube videos. So if there's something that if there's a topic that I can cover, I would love to help you out. This is just going to be pretty much all. I want to get these done quickly. So in an aqua tuner, these ones are still being finished as well. Yes, the only thing that you have to make out of steel here that's very, very important is the auto sweeper, the conveyor loader, although arguably if the steam is controlled and the heat is depleted quickly enough, you could probably keep those as gold as well. But it's not worth it, in my opinion, to make that sacrifice. I mean, steel is so easy to make after a certain point. And then the aqua tuner. Are those doors new? No, this is a mod. This is called the Airlock Door mod. I prefer them because it speeds up the game. Like, I would normally put a liquid lock here, but that would take, you know, a couple minutes, 5 minutes to make. I can just plop this down and it's over. It's done, right? Okay, chat. So I'm almost done streaming for the night. There's 108 people here on YouTube, and there's 18 people here on Twitch. Holy smokes. That is awesome. Once again, just another... Hey, thank you so much, Yan, for the subscription on YouTube. Just want to say again, if you guys are on YouTube, it would mean a ton to me if you hit the like button. That would be so amazing. It helps the channel grow. It helps more of you guys show up and spend time playing Samani. So that would be amazing. But just wanted to ask the chat a question here. So let's say I'm able to do a stream. Well, let's say Wednesday, I kind of want to do Ani. Hey, thank you, Slurpee Capital, for the follow on Twitch. That's amazing of you. Thank you so much. Would you guys want to see Ani again on the next stream, or would you want to see Factorio on the next stream? So type 1 in the chat for Factorio and type 2 for Ani. If you guys are interested in voting. If not, that's totally fine. If you just don't care, that's all right. But if you want one or the other, type 1 for Factorio and 2 for Ani. Now, just for those of you who don't know or who may not know, I'm a total newbie at Factorio. So it's my playthrough's on the channel, but it is I haven't even got to nuclear yet. So I'm trying to get to nuclear. Now, again, I may not. Oh, I just ran out of gold. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Hey, thank you, David, for the subscription on YouTube. Welcome. I can't believe I just did that. So, hey, and thank you, Dustin, as well. Appreciate you guys following. That is awesome. And Karita, I think. Thank you also for the follow on YouTube or subscription. Hey, what's up, Jim? Jim votes 2 for Oxygen Not Included. Creative Chaos. Have you ever played Factorio? Yes. I have. My first ever playthrough is on this channel. It's my only playthrough of Factorio, actually. Okay, so that's gonna be it of the goal. I have to make more gold. I guess maybe I shouldn't like use gold. I didn't realize how little gold I actually had. Gold amalgam. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of gold amalgam. I don't have to use gold here. I can use zinc. I guess I'm just being kind of dumb. I should have been using zinc. Okay, well, let's just rebuild. You know what? It's not the end of the world. Let's just rebuild that. I still have lots of time to finish this. So, gonna deconstruct the gold. I'll keep the gold for something better. So how about this? How about I do made out of diamond? That's some fancy rail. Is it made out of diamond? No, it's made out of zinc. You scared me for a second. Diamond is pretty valuable. This new DLC is a bit of a challenge, says Jim. I love it. I don't find it to be too much of a challenge, as long as you don't mind adapting some of your play style. And I don't want it to get wet, so I'm not taking that. As long as you don't try to stick to things that are of the vanilla game. Like if you're adamant on using certain techniques just because you know that they've worked in vanilla before, I think that's when you're going to run into problems on this DLC. So You very much have to keep an open mind at first, but after that, I think it starts to be a little bit easier. Once you play a couple playthroughs, like what I did is I played my first time on stream, kind of see the struggles that I went through and how slow I was going. Once you kind of figure things out, it becomes pretty easy, I would say. Yeah, we'll do that. Need a... Where's my liquid bridge? Okay, then we need a thermal sensor here. Do I even have that, the thermal sensor? Yes, I do. Liquid pipe thermal sensor. Build that out of... We'll build that out of steel just in case. There's an aqua tuner. What's that made out of? Zinc? No. Not zinc. Make it out of steel. Oh, I don't have enough steel for that. Well, that sucks. I used all the steel because I... Aqua tuner. Nope, I'm still missing 1 unit of steel. So let's go back here. Oh, I can't make steel. I need refined carbon. Dang it. All right. Time to go back to the kiln. I get way too much water. There's a lot of water, but it's all very useful. So there's a positive to that. There's no such thing as too much water, says Fitz. I'm dehydrated. Well, especially with salt water, right? Salt water will get you dehydrated quick. Okay, so let's put the chute here for now, just so all this stuff can empty. So it's all just in the way right now. There just isn't enough to build anything other than fish tanks. So that's kind of the point I was making, is that they want you to build fish tanks in this playthrough. After a while, once you start to clear it out, like you have to embrace the bodies of water and just use them as is, and then just accept that they're going to be in your way for a long time. That's kind of how I've started. Yeah, odd place. You're right, Fitz. I'm just making a few units, and then I'm going to destroy it. I just didn't want to... I guess I could have put it here. Right? Speaking of dehydration, your dupes get thirsty after eating salty sticks. What does it do? I think... Okay, let's go to salty stick. Oh, why isn't... hello? Oh, that's why. The barbecue was just on the floor. That's crazy. So salty stick... Let's see what the side effect is. Okay, they will counteract the thirst. So the thirst does what? -2 athletics and -20% stamina with the salty sticks. So that's what the thirst does. It's a debuff to athletics and something else. Yes, Jim is correct. So that's actually, just to go back to that point again, Jim, that's kind of why I really like this DLC, is it's forced me to, it has forced me to play a different way that I'm normally used to playing. Banquet hall, nice. And, but it's in a fun way. It's not like, okay, I have to do this thing and it's super annoying. I've been really enjoying it just in general. I admit that it's probably not for everybody. I mean, if you're used to playing Ani and you don't like water, or you just like moving water into certain locations and storing it, yeah, then you're gonna run into some issues. But actually, the ore holes I can start shearing as well. I should have been doing that this whole time. Shearing station. Aquatic shearing station. Here we go. It has to be built on backing, so I guess we'll put it here. And then I can also start grooming these guys. But if I start grooming them, they're going to start to consume the kelps really, really fast. So I kind of want to keep them not groomed just yet until I can supply the kelps with whatever they need. Right now, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty content right now with just keeping these guys not just kind of floating around by themselves. By the way, how's the mealwood doing? Pretty good, I suppose. 2 and 1. This job. Okay, so everyone, we got an overwhelming amount of 2s. Fitz says 1. I do want to play Factorio though. Stringer, I know Stringer's not here. Skate says 2 as well. Natasha says 2. So I think I'm definitely going to be playing Ani at some point. I do want to play Factorio though at maybe sometime this week. Maybe we'll do it on a day, an off day. I don't know. I don't want to, again, don't want to promise stuff because I don't want to make a commitment that I can't keep. But I do want to get back into, I want to do at least one weekly playthrough of Factorio. So we'll kind of see how, we'll see how that goes. But definitely, I know that all the hype right now is around this DLC. So, and plus I'm really enjoying myself. So I want to keep that going for sure. Okay, so I can also delete this, the ventilation, deconstruct. And what else do we have here that's like, why isn't this moving through? Oh, because it doesn't have power. That's interesting. Why doesn't it have power? Oh, no automation. So it just thinks that's always off. All right. What do I need to unlock the thermal sensor for this? Conveyor thermal sensor. Oh, I need data banks for this. Yeah, that's right. This is usually my first ever data bank thing. All right, well, we'll have to get the data bank, the research, the analytics station or whatever online. Hey, what's up, Elusive Ocelot? Nice to see you. How's the colony? Colony is doing great. I will say, though, I'm just on the brink of leaving for the night. So we just crossed over to 11 p.m. here, and I gotta unfortunately get up for work tomorrow. So, yeah, it's just about to end the stream. Jim says, the only water I don't like is pea water when they piss in the wrong place. I just spent the whole playthrough catching up. I keep running out of power, water, food, and O2 while trying to make room for other things to get those. I just think I got a bad seed. So if you watch my latest video, Jim, I kind of give a TLDR of what to, like, I'm sure you've got the basics down already if you know you got a bad seed. But so what you want to go for immediately, I think, in my opinion, obviously this can differ between people, but I like to go for, hey, the cat's here. What's up? I like to go for 2 clamp pumps right away. So the thing is, your bottleneck. So again, go watch my video if you haven't. My latest video on for beginners on starting this asteroid. But your main bottleneck early on is the hydroponic farms, the wide hydroponic farm tiles. So you need corals. So sorry, you need pearls, not corals. So what I like to do right away is, while I'm still on algae, I like to go for the 2 corals, and that can domesticate my, pearls. Let's get this right. I like to go for 2 pearls, so that can domesticate my pearl production early on, and then I can, that will pay me dividends as my playthrough continues to, as my base continues to grow. If you go for corals, the actual coral this time, what kind of ends up happening is you run into a problem where all of your pearls are coming from wild plant pumps, and they take so long to make you new pearls. So you might get 2 hydroponic farm tiles built to support 3 duplicants, and then by the time you can even make more, because you're waiting for the more pearls to show up, you're out of algae. Okay, so depends on how many duplicants you have, obviously. But that's kind of my strategy for oxygen. And then for food, I mean, beacons. Beacons are obviously salty sticks are your main go-to, but beacons work very well with the corals because they provide lime directly to the coral itself, and you have plenty of phosphorite to sustain the starnicles. Sorry, not phosphorite can be used for the beacons. It's the new Poenka material for the starnicles. But anyways, watch that video if you haven't. Also, to anyone else who is having trouble starting and keeps restarting, I haven't gotten a seed once yet, and I've played all my seeds on stream, so you can kind of see my starting process and my evolution of how where I started and how we got to this one. This has been my longest playthrough so far. But yeah, it kind of changes how you play, and rapid expansion is a no-go in this DLC unless you find a really good, like I got a very good asteroid because I had geodes, so I had diamonds right away, and the diamonds allowed me to get wide hydroponic farm tiles immediately. Oh, the cat's on the tower. Please do not unplug my Ethernet cord. I will be so pissed. I'm in the middle of a great explanation. Do not unplug my Ethernet cord. I know you can understand me. Okay, another thing that I got on this asteroid is crash satellites, which is amazing because it helps you with early game research. Okay, so those are the kind of the two things that really expedited progress. If it were not for the diamonds, I'd probably still be trying to get enough corals in order to get my hydroponic farm tiles for corals. Sorry, pearls. I mixed it up again. I'd probably still be trying to get more pearls, make more corals, and to make more gum palm trees. Because gum palms are incredibly useful as well in this playthrough. So that's kind of the TLDR. You want to go for 2 clam pumps to get pearls domesticated, and then you can use that to pay yourself dividends. Because okay, what I mean, just in case like that you're not familiar with the concept, like dividends in like stocks. If you invest early, stocks pay dividends, and you get more money the earlier you invest. So corals, for instance, if you wait to domesticate these, then you're missing out on hours and hours of production that these could be making for you, right? So instead, you're being slowed down by pearl production that is, oh my gosh, she's walking on. Please do not end the stream this way. Then you're being slowed down by pearl production that you're getting in the wild. Okay, so that's kind of my idea of why it's good to go for these right away. Okay, the cat's here. She's on my desk. She's looking to hang out. But here's what we're gonna do. It is, like I said, it is late for me, so I'm gonna get going. So I'm gonna pause the gameplay here. This is gonna be it for tonight. I will be back Wednesday for more Ani for sure. I might try to do a stream before Wednesday. All right, because it would be kind of cool to keep this playthrough going. I don't think I can hold off for 3 days and not make any progress, significant progress. Now the cat's here, so I wanted to do another cat reveal. For those of you who have not seen the cat, she's hanging around. So if you guys want to stick around for another 5 minutes or so, I'm just gonna let the game save because I don't like it stuck in the nighttime limbo. I like the music a lot better when it's not nighttime. Lily, hey, come here. I'm gonna try to get the cat here for you guys. We'll do a if you guys haven't seen Lily yet. Okay, here she comes. Come here. She's just gonna sniff everything, right? So she's taking her time. I promise there is a cat here. It's just she's rubbing her cheek against everything and sniffing stuff. If I pick her up, she'll want to move on very quickly. So I'm trying to she's too curious right now. Hey, okay, I'm gonna go get her. I'm just gonna do it. Ooh. Right, I'll go get her. Yeah, it's good. Hey, there she is. She's already looking to go, so. That wasn't the best cat reveal. She's too curious to stick around, but she's back. She's back up on the back of the desk. I don't know why she just doesn't sit at the front. I wish I had one of those cats that sits right next to me, and I can have like a cat cam as well. Now we finally see the real start of the stream. Is there an option 3, the day in the life of Ethan's cat? Yeah, she's a tabby. She's a tabby. Polar bear reveal next stream. Okay, let me see if she's. Okay, she's leaving now. She's on to bigger and better things. There's her tail. Hey, don't chew the wire. Hey, you cannot chew my headphone wire. Those are like $10 each. What are you doing? Why don't you just not chew the wires? How hard is that? Hey, come here. There you go. Okay, so you probably got more cat tail than you did actual cat there. Just squish the cat. Yeah, cat butthole. Cat butthole stream. Okay, yeah, she's done now. She like it's a kind of a small space where I sit, so she gets very antsy and she wants to move on quickly. But maybe I got to put like a scratch post right here, and then she's on the scratch post right now. Cat wants some playtime. Okay, chat. I'm gonna take off for tonight. So let me just put this on so I can hear myself. So that's going to be it for tonight. I appreciate everyone being here. We had so much support on YouTube tonight. Crossed 50 likes. That is so amazing. If you haven't left yet, please leave a like before you do. That would be awesome. I think maybe record number of viewers tonight. I don't know. I might have had more, but like months ago. But we had over 100 on YouTube today, and 18 I think I saw was the max on Twitch. I'm not sure if it was more than that. So thank you everyone who checked me out tonight and who was hanging out or just listening to me, lurking, whatever the case is. Really appreciate that. Like I said, I'll be back Wednesday for sure. I'll try to squeeze in another couple hours throughout the week. Maybe it won't be late though if I do play. So tomorrow I'm actually not working all day. I have an appointment at noon. So I'll see how busy I am after the appointment, and maybe I can do a daytime stream, which I've kind of never done before. All my streams have always been like the evening streams for me. So it might hit different time zones than what you guys are used to. If I do stream, it will be sort of a like I won't plan it like I usually do. I'll just pop on. All right. So I'll put it on Discord as well. Obviously, I'll announce it if I'm streaming, if it's an unannounced stream. Fitz says, okay, good night, bro. I'll play a bit more. Awesome stream as always. Thank you so much, Fitz. Good night, guys. Hate all of you for choosing Onion over Factorio, but if everything goes well, I'll see you next stream. Good night. Thank you so much, Fitz. I know you really like Factorio, so I will play it at some point. Again, probably this week. Maybe, like I said, if I can do another Oni stream tomorrow, maybe I can do Factorio Wednesday and then back to Oni on Friday, or maybe Oni Factorio on Friday. We'll see. Taylor Swift's got nothing on your numbers. Is she still doing music now that she's marrying Travis Kelce, or is she going to be retired now? So good night, everyone. Thank you, Dark Frost. Really appreciate you being here as well. Everyone who always comes by, thank you so much. Thank you to all the regulars. There's so many of you now. Before I used to be able to list the regulars at the end of the stream, but that would take me so long these days. So thank you to everyone. You guys know who you are. All the regulars that are always coming by and supporting and just being here, hanging out. She just released a really good song for Toy Story 5. I haven't heard it yet. I knew it was coming. I didn't know it was live yet. I thought it was going to be like released with the movie. But okay, have a great rest of your week. It should be a video coming up this week as well. I'm making 2 videos simultaneously, so I'm not sure which one I'll have the inspiration to continue. One of them, by the way, is kind of what Fitz and I were discussing on the last stream about how to tame geysers. So I wanted to show a really easy way to tame all the geysers, because some geysers, even like the steam vent, is very hot, and the steam is very hard to control, way more so than hydrogen. So there's a way to do that too without steel. So I wanted to show that off. So that's probably the one I'm going to work on to finish. It's pretty easy to do the video. I just have to do the sandbox mode placements and stuff. But so yeah, look out for that one. The other one would be just a more in-depth coverage of oxygen and food on this planet. But before I do that, I want to make sure that this is like fully sustaining, so I don't give out bad info on like how to proceed to this part of the game. Obviously that takes a lot of in-game playtime versus the other one I can just whip together in sandbox mode. All right, I love this, by the way. I love the cooking animation. David, later, definitely enjoyed. Thank you so much, David. Really appreciate that. And see everyone. I'm glad that you guys were here, and look out for the new video. Have a great start to your week. See you next time.